Chat, I'm gonna need to restart my PC. My update is breaking. I will be back in a short bit. I am so sorry. Hey, chat.
Yo mama and yo daddy, ask a question.
Everything's fixed. I'm in game. We're going. Sorry for the
huge.
Random shit, chat. I'm live. I'm here. Everything's fine. We are like 10 minutes behind, so...
Salsa Greppo just cleared.
Yeah. Fucking Greppo, dude.
Salsa Greppo. I fucking love Salsa Greppo. He's such a cutie pie, and he's always right about the game. He get good ass takes. Vaughn, I don't know how to skip.
You don't know how to skip?
Bro, you just swing your sword and then
Yeah,
jump.
just swing your sword.
I think
Just
I
go
got a
up.
fucking sword.
Yeah, grab your fucking movement loadout, dude.
But instead, for now, you should kill yourself.
Yeah. In-game, 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 in-game.
In-game, always in-game. Come on, game, load faster, Jesus. No, I just restarted my PC, so I'm sure there's like 20,000 background things starting up right now, but like, load faster, holy. Okay, I'm almost at character select.
Look, we might be in a weird sandwich right now where the bottom bun is Rosa update issues and the top bun is me having to run upstairs to let the air conditioning guys in.
It's okay,
But the meat in the middle
It's cooked,
is not
dude.
spoiled.
It's cooked,
Is that me?
dude. It's cooked.
No. The meat is the prophecy run, brother.
Alright, I'm joining in.
The meat in the middle of the sandwich.
Have you guys skipped to first already?
Yeah, we're at first.
Okay, cool. I'm on first loadout then. Everything's fine. Everything's good. Need a pop tonic.
It's all good in the hood. Oh, tonic. Great call.
Grab
Great
the
call.
renewing finishers tonic. Or
No.
refined tonic of amplified arc if you're using arc weapons.
Doing
Yeah,
brawling. I'm doing brawling.
Brawling doesn't. Is that the melee resist one? That doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
That don't work.
That don't work.
Alright, well, I used.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go. We ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do it, do it,
Alright.
do it.
Send it.
The game.
We have to dunk on Toland first, so it's dark first.
Okay.
I have 3 dark motes. Okay. Got my dark motes.
Is there another talent, or can we?
Nope. It's
we can
just
go
the
now.
first one. It's
Screen,
just to
screen,
it's
screen.
just to prevent double dunks.
Oh.
Just made dark on accident.
Yep. That's fine. I have 3 dark motes. I need 1 more dark. The rest needs to be light.
Oh, okay.
Heard.
I'm making dark.
Okay.
Second dark dunked. We need light now. You. Five light motes, check. Gonna try and double dunk this, so get ready for damage.
Heard.
I just got fucked up.
I failed. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, I'm still swapping to. Don't blow it up.
We need light modes, yeah?
Yep. I need 1 more light mote. I'm switching loadouts before grabbing the last one.
Uh-huh.
Switching now. That's dark. I didn't pick him up, it's fine.
Here,
Light modes,
get
got
him on
it.
your
I
right.
got
I'll
light,
grab him
I
on
got
your
light.
right.
Alright, get ready for damage. 3,
Yep.
2,
Ready.
1, damage.
Those are some weird ass barricades, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, he gets cooked. What is this?
What the fuck? Okay, he's... Okay,
Got
never
one,
mind.
got one.
Fine,
Not
but
over,
what the
not
fuck?
over.
Dude, that
going.
always
it
scares
is
me the
over.
fuck out, dude. Yeah, okay, he gets
What
cooked.
is that,
What the
bro?
fuck? Are we sure we're in ultimatum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bruh.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Right, grab ammo before you go down. So yeah, I have like full choir ammo.
I have nothing and there's nothing on the ground.
That's fine.
I think we're gonna get a rally.
I hope so. Rally would be fucking massive, but I don't think we are.
I can go right.
No rally.
What?
What?
That sucks, Jack.
I figure. Oh, on me, directly in front.
Heard. Watch out for the big invisible guys. They can probably like one-shot your sparrows.
Yeah.
Bro, no rally for this is so cooked.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm like actually fucked.
Okay, that's this area.
Oh, there's a... Yeah, the big dudes kind of like push up, so...
Yeah, careful.
Oh, ammo, ammo, ammo. Alright, I'm safe.
Okay, I hit the dart. I hit the dart.
Okay.
We gotta move.
Where are we going?
Ooh, I don't know yet.
Any eyes on it? Oh, on me, on me, on me. Well, the one I'm going towards, it's... Ooh. There's a
Yep.
big-ass dude. Yeah, they push hard. The Minotaurs push hard.
Okay. Take your time if you need.
Yeah.
I just got more special.
Ooh, a bunch of.
Oh, yeah, they're like all around. Okay. There's also Banes here. I'm in a terrible spot.
We hit Toland. We hit Toland. Leave.
Heard.
I see it. It's towards me. I don't know.
Yep.
Yep, coming.
I...
I'm going to the one all the way in the back.
Yep.
Someone get ready to hit Toland.
Okay, I'm there.
It's gonna be
Yep.
a mini boss after this.
Yep. Okay. There's one of these is a Minotaur. We need a fucking damage. We need to figure out which one.
Not this. Is that it? No.
Wait.
Somebody just did some damage. It might have been me, but
It's the one that's not invisible over there.
Heard.
Yeah, I don't know which
I'm-
one that is.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna hide here and swap to Outbreak because I have fucking nothing.
Oh, the dark one over there right now.
Yes, the dark one. I
There's a
think.
bunch of ads behind us, y'all.
Yeah. That's. They can't push up the hill, can they? So just
Yeah, but
stand
they can shoot us.
Okay.
Just barricade on the other side.
Yeah, yeah. I'll have heals soon for us. Yeah. Yeah, we're fine.
One of my wither hordes will land, surely.
Surely.
Wait, which one even is it?
Here's well. Oh, that song. Never mind. Fuck
Song
me.
is fine. Song is fine. That's more grenades, more barricades.
Okay.
That'll do it. All right.
Good shit. Like 13 fucking barricades blocked my shots throughout that.
Dude, the song barricade tech is crazy.
Judgment adapt.
All right. Loadout switches. We go immediately after rally.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is the rally? Oh, there it is.
Here.
It didn't appear for a second. We ready?
Daddy chill. Yes.
Don't ever fucking call me that again.
Mommy chill.
Okay, that's not better. It's light. Light first.
It's not better?
Light first.
You said light? Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the knights hit hard. Okay.
Let me be mode grabber.
Heard.
Right, gather mid. Right. Okay.
Is there something else we have to do?
Nope.
No? Okay.
That was really slow though, it felt like.
Light.
Light heard.
Good.
Oh, I just threw a horrible healing mid.
Okay, light modes are ready.
Yep. Those fell down. I can't grab those.
Pretty cool. Cool.
Okay, Knight's gonna spawn over here.
There you go.
Grabbing them.
Pocketing you.
Not this one, it's over there. Okay. Sorry, I just had to reorient myself. Oh yeah, the Darkblade guy is here, by the way. Like.
Oh really?
Yeah, he is here. It's just he's. No one fucking cares, dude. Dark.
Dark card.
Dark.
Yep.
I fell in a hole. I'm stupid. I didn't look well. I didn't look below me. My res is probably pretty safe on that healing turret.
Oh,
You said
big
it's
boy's
dark?
coming.
Oh yeah.
Dark.
I'll just get them.
Yeah. Go grab him. Oh, big boy gets faster.
Keep running.
On me, Kimani, on me. Yep.
Right here?
Yeah, big boy gets faster with every dunk. So be careful.
Okay.
We have Dark, the easy one, let's go.
Run around near me.
We have Dark, which is by far the easy version of this room. Two of those modes fell down, but that's fine. I can grab the other two. I got them. Which side was it? This side.
He's like on the middle. I'm gonna try and pull him away.
He teleports away. He teleports away.
Okay, heard.
Bro, this is too free.
We have two more to go. Oh
I
no,
don't think
next
final boss is
next
gonna
one's
be
last
free.
one. Next one's last one. Light.
Fight.
Big boy's coming up on you, Rosa.
Yep.
Coming
Grab
up on
these
me,
motes
never
now.
mind.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Where are the other light motes? Are they on the floor?
I don't see.
Don't see.
Kill another hobby, I guess.
Good.
Oh, Knight on me.
Nope.
Huge. Alright, dunking now. Go to mid.
Yep.
Right.
Is this last one?
Yeah, this is the last one. So we... I'm not using my I'm not using my super on these guys. I'm saving it. I'm not on T-Crash, but... I'm just using Consecration on these. Okay, they are quite tanky, actually.
Yeah, y'all just post up on me.
We're just gonna kill this one first, I think.
I'm very low at the moment.
Oh,
Okay, healing auto rifle got me.
Just physics.
this one's almost dead.
Yep.
Oh, that's heavy ammo.
Okay, pose up on me.
Alright.
Up on me. Up
Captain
on me.
Poopy Pants is free. I kind of need to save some heavy for the next thing, so I'm just gonna.
Yep.
Save your heavy. it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm switching to my outbreak loadout. Fuck, did he?
Where'd you go, bro?
No, he goes invis. He'll be back.
Yeah.
He's in the back. He's in the back.
Across
He's
the
in the
room.
back. I feel like I'm stand here on the middle. I don't think he can get here. He will at least be a bit more aggroed onto us. Okay, he's almost down. Down.
Okay.
Okay, Joe, you skip ahead. We're going to Oh, attrition is on, by the way, if you hadn't noticed yet.
I did notice.
Yeah, in the orb.
I have pretty limited sword ammo here, so pray
That's
for me.
fine. That's fine. You shouldn't need sword ammo for it. I have 3 sword
the
ammo.
way that I
I'm
do it,
confident.
I do
I'm
that.
confident that I can hit it.
What?
I'm confident I can hit the skip.
But we have to get the timer things.
Yeah, 2 people
Yeah,
get it.
that's
1
pretty
person skip ahead. The timer ends the moment 1 person makes it to the end platform.
I can do
Yeah,
it.
but are
it's
we
fine.
saying Joe's not going to do that?
Oh no! I was just like, if Joe's like, I have very limited sword ammo. I'm confident I can hit it.
I can do it. I can do
Oh,
it.
oh, 10 is fine. 10 is fine. Yeah. All
My
right.
stream title is "If I Die in the Ribbon Room, I Die in Real Life."
Right, so the moment we hop down, it's gonna be timer.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep, realm collapse, 23 seconds. Do we have to find a Toland somewhere? Oh shit, I immediately died. Okay. I see the Toland.
I see a Toland.
Yeah. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I saved it.
Alright, I got this one.
Alright, I see the next one.
Okay.
I see the next one. Got it. There's a Toland inside of this one. I don't think I can get there.
Fuck. I might get shot.
Got the next one.
What? Good shit.
I'm seeing another one.
I'm like, oh, there's one way back here. So there's
Grab-
multiple.
Yeah, grab literally. Oh, I got shot.
Oh, Joe, you should be there soon, right?
Yeah.
You think I need another extension?
No, he's there. He's on the
No.
platform. Timer's gone.
Okay.
Joe's pulling up. Let's go. Good shit, Joe.
Good shit.
Let's go.
All right, I'm
I was
switch. Yeah.
freaking out about that. Fuck. All right,
Alright.
I'll pull and wipe. I'll pull and wipe.
Yeah. Oh, I got
3
revived.
sword ammo left to spare.
Die. Oh, make sure your artifact mod is how you want it for this.
Yeah.
My artifact mod was not how I wanted it for the other encounters.
Crazy.
Are we? Oh, no. Okay.
Right, rally and go.
Ready?
Let's go.
Yep.
Light, dark, light. 2 light, 1 dark.
Perfect. This is not a fun room.
No, it's
Okay.
not. I got 3 lights so far.
Wait, aren't there 2 nights? Oh, there is.
Okay, got the second light. I'm gonna dunk it over here.
I have a light and it
Alright, I'm ready to freeze this ogre off spawn.
Yep.
Mines? Mine Bane?
That should be some special.
Yeah.
this will be 5 for me.
Oh shit, I picked up 1.
I think we just need dark.
Okay, we just need dark. Cool.
Or actually, I'm dunking over here if you want to come help me with ogre.
Joe, you help with ogre. I'll keep
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
keep grabbing motes.
Oh, it's not even. They're not tanky.
No, they're not.
Right, last dunk going in. Get ready on mid.
Yep.
Don't even bother with the ogre. Just go.
Jump.
I get a special finisher.
I froze it.
Come mid. Come on.
I'm getting orb. I wanted armor charge.
Right, switch loadouts now.
Yep. Done.
I'll unravel. Not
Okay,
unravel.
weakening right now. Get ready for T crashes. Go. Ain't no way that hit me. Okay. I got motes from this night.
Okay.
Don't grab those. I'm gonna dunk
Fuck.
mote. I'm gonna dunk mote.
Okay.
I got what? Dude, fuck off.
What if I changed it?
No, they didn't. We've just been consistently hit by these fucking things.
Bruh? Okay.
God damn it.
Alright, we have to push him and do damage to him.
Echo struggles against the light. Careful of entropy.
Yeah. Oh, that entropy. I'm gonna die.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're doing fine on
something
damage.
to use.
We just might have to 3-phase.
Why
I'm
is
at
so
dark
little
entropy
use
times
of-
10. I'm at times 10. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay. Come to the back. Come to the back here. We just damage from here. We just damage
Yo,
from here.
Knight.
Yeah, we have another extension we can
Extend. Where's the other motes? I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Because I have no ammo. Okay, the last one's just in the fucking map. That's so cool.
It's
That's
fine.
so
If we
cool.
have a
Last
better
one's in the
second
map.
damage phase, we're so fine. Better second damage phase and we're so fine.
I should have gotten an extra super there. Like,
Yeah,
we can give up
I
on
didn't
it.
get a second T crash off. If we did a little bit better, I would have. We can 2-phase it, so fine.
Okay. I have only healing auto right now. This is gonna
Okay.
be a little rough.
Yep.
We'll just take our time killing things.
We
But
got
honestly, I
we
feel
got
like
the
that's-
easy room. We got the easy room. Dark. I see 2 darks. I don't know what the third one is.
Well, I just need some lights. to-
Okay, well, I'm grabbing these 3 lights. We need 1 more light.
Okay.
Got the light. Rest is all dark. Dunking here now. Dunked.
I have blade ammo. I have no heavy.
This ogre's a drain. Careful.
Yep.
There's dark modes.
Yep, I'm grabbing the 3 darks. That's 3 more darks. I got it. Okay, I have no fucking ammo actually.
What about
there's
like
that.
euphony loadouts? Do y'all have euphony?
I do have euphony loadouts, yeah.
You just default to that. I think.
Yeah. I'm dunking the last one right now. I'm gonna try and get a finisher on this ogre.
Oh shit. Okay, my bad.
No,
Oh,
on
there's
the
another
on the one that
one.
I just spawned. The one I just spawned.
Okay, I'll freeze.
That's a special Finny.
I have 5 sleeper shots, so I'll start with this. Do we? Yeah, I guess we're going.
Yeah, just 3-phase probably. Just do it
yeah.
with me.
Okay.
It's fine though. We're good. Play your life more than anything.
Yep. Heard.
Find a
Okay.
3-phase.
Weakening now. After
I don't
thing,
quite
do
have
first.
song.
Yep.
That'll
T
be a
crash now.
second.
Oh, such a fucked spot. Actually, I got modes.
Switching to euphony loadout.
Same.
I switched the wrong loadout. I'm a fucking idiot. I have no euphony ammo.
You're smart. You're smart. We win.
I'm primary only.
I need more moat. Where they at?
Knight on me.
Fuck. Do either of y'all have res?
I do.
Okay. And then as soon as I'm up, we have to push him. Because dark entropy.
Yeah, I'm on _4.
Okay.
No.
Do you have a res, Joe?
way.
No.
Wipe.
What the fuck? Yo, okay, so I thought we were doing damage from those those assigned route from.
Was there an assigned route? We didn't talk about that.
I sent it and we did discuss it in chat, but I guess we're not doing that.
I didn't know there was an assigned route.
It just had like assigned spots to post up, that are like optimal with the teleports.
It zigzags back and forth pretty much.
Ready when y'all are.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Light, dark, light. 2 light, 1 dark. I got 2 dark motes.
There's more
Okay.
I accidentally picked up a dart.
You picked up 2, actually.
Yeah.
Well, then now y'all both have enough for both.
Yep.
Okay. Heard. Getting this one.
I made light for that one. Kimani, could you pick those up?
Yep.
That was an accident.
All good.
Okay, grabbing these darks.
Ogre frozen on me.
Alright, next dunk.
Alright, I'm ready for light. Already. Or should we like farm ammo? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
No, because the room's gonna rotate.
Yeah. Alright, I'm dunking.
Light is right here.
Oh, dude, I got farmed. That's no armor charges for me either. Ugh.
Just make orbs, make orbs.
Okay, I have 3 charges. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Weakened. Careful. Okay, fun. I'm grabbing moats. I have 3 moats. I'm gonna grab the moats here as well.
Okay.
Stunning now.
I'm hiding and switching to youth. I'm on youth.
This
Heard.
one. This one.
Yeah, yeah. Across. Working on his.
Careful. Yeah, that was really good.
Oh. I got another
Uh,
crash then.
Moats are up on the other platform. If you want to get them.
Rosa just got some.
Yep, yep. I'll grab these and stun. Overshot.
To the end now?
Okay, I'm stunning now.
Brilliant. I have no ammo.
That's fine. I'll have a barricade in a second. You gonna shoot support on him?
It's radiant. Yeah.
I'm not even doing a euphony switch. I'm just shooting some fusion ammo.
Same. Damn, we have a long time here.
Yeah, it's because we extended. Right, switch loadouts and we go
Yep.
back.
We
Barely
want to
didn't.
farm here if we can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we want to farm special at least. Special at least.
Or just farm until we're like enough that we can just go ahead and 2-phase and kill, right?
Yeah, probably.
Like I think we dunk 2 moats and then just like wait until everybody's good.
Yeah, it's this room again. Dark, dark, triple dark. That's so huge. I got the first 3 darks. I got a full heavy brick.
I got a heavy brick as well. 6 shots.
All right, first ogre behind us.
Shock. Take him down
Yeah.
immediately.
Special finny on me.
Heard.
I have no heavy, by the way.
I have 8 shots.
Shoot a special shot. Pick up the special brick so that gold from lead might trigger.
Yeah, I mean, I got it to trigger once, so I have
Ogre
2.
frozen. If you want to do a finny on it.
Yep, I can finny. I can finny. I can finny. I'm coming.
Oh shit! Fucking
charge.
killed it.
It's fine. I'm grabbing the last few moats.
I'm definitely not good on I guess I'll just do you.
I mean, I'll hit this. Enemies will keep spawning.
We can farm. We can farm
Yeah.
from here, even with all 3 ogres on. Alright, ogre is prepped, ogre is prepped.
Increase damage. Oh, do enemies actually just stop?
Yeah.
I think if we wait, there's scions, but I'm not sure.
No,
That's how it is in normal mode.
Then we just go. We just go.
Okay.
I have full special. Hopefully, Euphony can get some stuff done.
All I got is Euphony.
Weakened.
Let me know when Radiant runs out and I'll pop some.
Oh, please, please.
Use it now. Use it now.
Okay.
Damn, I missed Fear Blast. Really sucked. Okay, I guess
Good.
damn it.
Alright, across to the left, across to the left.
I'm just grabbing the moats here.
Yep.
Grabbing the moats
As soon
here.
as you grab those moats, we'll move up.
We'll go to the right one over here again.
Okay.
Yep.
I have to hide and do youth. You're on your own for a sec.
God damn, dude.
Making Euphony swap right now.
Okay.
I got 3 moats.
Oh, shit.
Grabbing these moats and I'm dunking immediately.
Then we post up and kill her.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm on healing duty. I'm on healing duty.
Barricade on me, Joe. Barricade on me.
Yeah. I'm just gonna swap to Outbreak. I'm swapping to Outbreak.
Yep. Good shout. I will get a second T-crash for sure. Using it now?
Yeah, he's dead. He's a bitch.
Yeah, he's so dead. Good shit.
Huge.
GG.
It sucks about that white man.
I thought that was kind of hard.
I didn't think the damage is too bad. It's just a little chaotic, but he does not have a lot of health.
We weren't on the same page. Like I thought we were running to these set platforms.
Yeah, no, I
and
didn't.
We weren't, and so we were all like disoriented.
Yeah, that's my bad. All right, Orbit, whoever's lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Light and dark are not the same.
Can we go power to Postmaster?
Yeah.
That's definitely the easiest one to farm, though.
Yeah, what the fuck? That was free.
Yeah, Phalanx Echo is stupid.
Monolithic memento granted.
Yeah, I've had that pop up like 4 times. Oh, there's 3 people who cleared in 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
There's currently 42 teams logged on raid report. I don't think we made top 50 because that 42 teams ends at 35 minutes. That's 10 minutes ago.
I'm still going for top 100 on these.
I'm not sure.
I know you said top 50.
I
think we did nowhere near enough practice to be expecting like outstanding.
Yeah, no, not at all. I did not have the fucking time to run this more. I think we would have done nicely doing a couple of Calico checkpoints. Also, to be fair, the 10-minute delay from me did not help. Like, let's face it, that did not help.
Hey, surely the duo that cleared in 14 minutes is not legit.
No, they're not. They're not.
Like, there's some solos in here.
Any duo and solo clear in the first hour should be immediately removed.
I don't know.
Ugh.
I think other than, that final boss fight, I think we played well.
Yeah, I mean, final boss, like, it was just bad our first rep. I think we did, like, really good adapting and, like, getting shit done, positioning well, calling things out that needed to be called out.
Yeah.
Like, it was still chaotic as fuck because that's the nature of that fight.
Yeah, that's the nature of that
People are
damage
gonna
phase.
get teleported sometimes. People are gonna like almost fall off the map. You know, you're gonna like be fucked and like barely live off of bolt charge healing, whatever. Like I think that was pretty fun and good, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Also,
The only thing I'm mad about
loadout
is my
ready?
fucking Steam bugging out. Like, I think we did fine. I'm just mad that like we had a 10-minute delay because of that.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to my E key for being broken last night and broken as soon as we landed in the tower, but perfectly functional during the race.
Oh, I got
did
an
its
eddy
job.
current volt shot prosecutor adept.
Hmm.
Huh. Not bad.
I feel like that's the like low end content version of pyroelectric.
Yeah.
Because like in low end stuff, you're not gonna proc jolting, so you're gonna kill it too fast.
Yeah.
Whereas like in high end, it's gonna be like shit to have to wait on the kill to get volt.
I got a slide shot, opening shot, precision, instrument, judgment. Hello, PvP.
What happens if I take the
Isn't
keycap
time
off?
payload like used in
Oh,
PvP?
no.
Timed payload is pretty decent in PvP, yeah, because it like gives a shit ton of flinch, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So this probably judgment probably gets like slide shot timed payload, but I have keep away timed payload. I mean, I'm not gonna use it. I don't play PvP, but yeah, I got 0 like usable rolls of anything.
Do we
Slide
want
shot
to
decent.
go to Emissary, grab the quests, and then run it back?
I gotta let these AC dudes in when they get here.
Yeah, sure, but like, you can do that no matter what, right?
Well, now that I'm not racing, I should, like, pay attention to like, now that we're done.
It's so stupid that in order to get the emblems, you need to get gold score on Eternity mode. We just got gold score on all of the ones in Ultimatum, and you don't get the emblem for that. It doesn't complete the Eternity one.
Did we get gold on everything?
Yeah, we got gold on everything.
Holy. For real?
Yeah, we
What's
did.
the first one?
Because we had no deaths on first two.
We had no deaths on first. We had one death on second because I jumped in a hole.
Okay.
And we had I got farmed on final, like at the very start.
Let me
Yeah, and
know
then
when
we went on and cleared. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I only have one collectible? What is this fuck ass triumph? Okay. Can I take us to the emissary?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm good. Yo, but having the Euphony loadouts ready was like actually so helpful.
Oh yeah,
That
the
was an
Euphony loadout
insanely
was a
good
great call.
Like we either would have had to sit there and farm for ammo or do a 3-phase, and both of those would like open up opportunities for someone to randomly die.
Hey, good shit, folks. 85th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, top 100. That's better than last week still. Hey.
Huge. Oh, that is ghosts. That's why I didn't see us. Okay. Prophecy. And we know already? Damn.
Yeah, Raid Report just has
Yeah,
these
there you
things, or Dungeon Report just had this shit like completely unhidden. But there's quite a lot of duos. I think like if I had to guess, we're like in top 80. If we like
Yeah.
if we remove cheaters, we're like top 80 minimum. Yeah, Solo in my chat saying that'll probably be below 80 once all the bots and cheaters are removed. Yeah, and that's
Yo,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, hey,
TV was
#1 console again.
if we
TV was 1 minute behind us.
oh
Wait, Shadeslayer was 1 minute behind us. What the fuck?
if we like remove 10 minutes from our timer, or like let's say like conservatively remove 8 minutes from our timer because of like the whole shit that I had happen. So we cleared in 44. If we cleared in 36 instead, we would have been like 46, 47.
Wow.
So, yeah, I think we fucking killed it.
I am going to investigate before the next day one, getting rid of all my fucking Razer gear. Because this mouse and this keyboard, while they are pretty and they do things that I like, have been nothing but fucking temperamental.
Bro, Razer's like actually the worst.
Yeah,
I have a Razer mic and it's
I've
fucking
learned that.
dog shit horrible. I hate it. Terrible.
they make mics? Ew.
It was just
See,
it went on sale for like fucking 75% off when I still worked at GameStop, and so I got it for like $25.
Bruh.
my opinion as an audio semi-professional is that you should not buy a mic from a company who does not primarily make audio equipment.
No, that's
Well,
true.
yeah, if I wanted a high quality mic, then I would do that. But if I don't give a fuck and just want something that I can plug into my computer for $20 and make my friends hear me, then
Yeah.
That's so true. You want to? When I built my PC, and chat, you can guess too if anyone's still there. Actually, I've been neglecting.
then fuck
How
them.
much do you guys think that my first microphone cost when I built my PC?
80
'Cause
bucks.
I just needed one.
80 bucks. Oh, you just needed one? Oh, $5.
$5? There are $5 mics?
I'm sure that if you look on fucking wish.com, there might be.
Yeah, the default that came with the Xbox 360, we sold them Johns $4.99.
Oh, okay. Well, now I feel silly.
Okay, now is it like 20 bucks?
No, it was like 15.
Yeah.
It was like a $15 mic.
My
And
microphone.
it was just a stick. It was like a base and then like a little stick that you could bend.
My microphone plus audio interface hits well into the triple digits. Oops.
Well, that's understandable. You're an audio professional.
I'm a creator, yeah, I kind of need it. Anyway, do we want to just run Prophecy back? Just like, for good measure? Get a little good
Fuck
run
it.
in?
Yeah, yeah, I'm down. Just I need like a bit of a breather.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it.
Like I do
Could we
go
come
all
back
in
at,
on
like,
that
the
shit.
Top of the hour.
What
Give it
do you
back.
mean in like 7 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah, do it at the top of the hour. Yeah, that sounds
Maybe,
good.
Like 15 instead.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sure. I'm gonna continue streaming and things.
Oh yeah, same. I'll stream the next run.
Yeah.
By the way, sorry chat that I was streaming in 720 today. Normally I know I do 1080, but Destiny has really just not been liking my OBS recently. It's just like I get constant like frame drops like every 5 seconds. The game just like starts stuttering for a second. And I was like, I don't want to deal with that today, so I nuked the stream down to 720. It'll be back to 1080 tomorrow for Deltarune. Holy shit, Deltarune tomorrow?
What is that? I saw that like yesterday.
Tape it to my throat every time I want to use it. Sure. Wow. Two relentlesses.
Apparently, the way that the campaign is set up, there's 3 linear missions at the start. Those are like decently long to kind of get you into it. Then there's 3 different paths, each with 3 missions on it, and then a couple of missions linearly again at the end. Once you're fully done, the 3 missions on each smaller path. So those 9 missions are more like adventure-style missions. They're a little bit smaller, and the linear missions are the more like slightly more traditional, longer campaign things that like we're used to. It seems like legendary difficulty is still a thing for the campaign.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like some of the best shit they've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we can go like teleport up to the platform, right?
Yeah, but we can't do anything because we haven't cleared the dungeon.
Wait, what?
Or I didn't have the quest when we cleared, so we won't be able to open a chest or anything.
I think I. No, actually, I don't think I picked it up because I think I couldn't because I didn't do previous week quest.
Oh, gotcha.
But I've never been up here.
I'm assuming next week or in 2 weeks once the dungeon gauntlet opens up, the door ahead of us will open up. Like this'll open up, and you'll be able to go into there.
Yeah.
Get back to the bottom.
It's not just back to the bottom. It's like a special room that was unique for going flawless. It was like the Trials of the Nine version of the lighthouse.
Yeah. The horse room.
It is the
The horse room, yeah.
we thought it would be the shape silhouette.
What?
Look there. Come to right where I am. Like literally like stand. See it's
What are you talking about?
the thing, man.
Oh,
The prophecy,
thing.
the prophecy like thing in the back.
The diamonds. Yeah.
The thing.
Right.
Well. Yeah, I feel like Prophecy Ultimatum
That's
For
definitely the
people who
easiest
can-
one.
for people who can like clear ads and
Yeah.
like have something of movement, that's going to be definitely the easiest one.
That is like by far the easiest one of the three.
I want to start
I-
doing it like right now.
I anticipate a certain threshold in the spectrum of like player skill where people might find that last room pretty darn hard just because there's not
Yeah.
a whole lot of cover in
The-
it, and there's a lot of that don't kind of that aren't super comfortable with like the run and gun style
Yeah.
of playing.
The way I've always seen Kel Echo is it gets easier the longer you spend in that room, because the whole thing about it is like having those 3 Kel Echoes fire at you from all angles sucks. The moment you get rid of one, like one corner becomes kind of like free cover.
It's like as soon
Yeah.
as you get into that phase, whether
Yeah.
it's at the start of or after a damage phase,
Yeah.
it's such a priority to get.
Yeah,
one
like you lock in for 30 seconds and then it's kind of cruising from there. That's how
We
I've
didn't
always
tell
seen
that
that
at all,
room.
but I feel like as soon as our damage phases ended and we teleported, we were all like knowing to prioritize that and like working towards it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Okay, except first boss should not have been a 1 phase. What the fuck?
No, first boss is way too little health, dude. That shit was dog.
We used like what 60% of damage link.
I
Something
didn't
like
even
that.
use all my Lord of Wolves ammo. I still had like 3 reloads left.
Hyper, so the damage is longer on Kel Echo, and basically what happens, there's 2 dunk spots. You can kill knights during the damage phase, and each dunk gives you, I think, like 7 extra seconds.
Yeah.
And we did know about that in advance because some fucking cheater posted a video on YouTube
Yeah.
of them like glitching into it.
Which had like 300 views. Like I don't know how that
I'm
wasn't seen more.
surprised.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised.
I
that
do not know
wasn't,
how that
like-
was not seen more. Like we knew
Yeah.
every single mechanic change in the dungeon. And that video was posted 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago, actually. May 13th is when it was posted.
so
And it has 800
sick of-
views.
Fucking cheaters and shit.
Yeah.
That's annoying. But also, I like the mechanic. It's cool.
It's cool. It adds a little bit of extra stuff to it. And it means that like you get to actually like set up for damage somewhere. Honestly, I think if we were to run it back, we save the Song of Flame for a platform where we get a dunk on so that we can like stay still for a little bit.
I think this like the second one after that dunk is probably a good time, because he doesn't sit there as much as I thought at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, it wasn't
guys, I'm
long.
gonna be so real.
Yeah.
I was wearing Apotheosis Veil for first and third as planned.
Yeah.
Not once did I think about the fact that I was using Apotheosis Veil or properly utilize the perk. Not once
Yeah.
during that
That
entire
was
thing.
that's your entire DPS strat on first boss. What do you mean?
I didn't run out. We killed before song was over.
Yeah.
Oh, but I mean, it does still doesn't it give us the cure burst when you pop super in the first
It
place?
gives us the cure burst,
Okay.
and it gives us the when you pop super, it gives us like the grenade regen speed, right?
Immediately regenerate health, melee, grenade, and rift energy for you and your nearby allies upon
Yeah,
activating your
also,
super. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like that also like, Okay, what actually was so fucked? I want to like watch it back. I hope my stream worked because I turned it on like as we were loading in, and like didn't look at any settings. But that one time when I was like frantically calling out like pop song now when you had like asked when,
Yeah.
I was like absolutely one shot. I,
Yeah.
like, hear your song animation start, and I get teleported away, and then no. I get teleported away, and I'm running back, and I'm like watching your cast, and then I see the fucking aura, and it stops like right before I get to it. But I did like I managed to get a bolt charge like immediately when I got back
Yeah.
to the barricade, so I like barely didn't die, but I was like, no.
No, okay, that was my bad because like the previous 2 times we had been in damage phase, I had just like done it,
Yeah.
but I realized I might have been doing it prematurely. So that time I like asked, but I didn't say I was gonna wait. So that probably that was my bad. But we cleared.
No, I think that was fine. Like,
Yeah, it was
we
fine.
didn't need it, and then like it happened to be that the instant that you asked, like, "Hey, let me know that song," I was like, right in fucking.
The fuck
Yeah.
now, dude.
But hey, I know that wasn't like we wiped and it was like a little clunky here and there, but I personally was happy with like I feel like we made a lot of micro adjustments under pressure. Like we did a lot of like quick comms to each other and adjusted things.
Exactly.
And I'm proud of that. I think that was fun.
It's like always. It's like I think it's such fun and like good practice. Just all the like theorizing and.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I love like prepping and making loadouts for these things.
Yeah. Just like analyzing all of our builds. And stuff.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to do that like that day before next raid.
You know what I hope?
About what loadouts we're gonna bring.
You know what I'm kind of fearing, and I hope isn't the case. So I after the whole fiasco of like the dungeons not like launching every week. And like if you went back into the stream and there was like on a sort of rolling basis, they said, right? So like in between the lines, they could get away with it because they never said it would be weekly. I went back to watch the Edge of Fate reveal. Just to see, right? Just to really fucking analyze what fucking language they were using. And for the shooting range, they said specifically that the shooting range is something they developed for the Arms Week event. And what I'm hoping isn't the case is that either A, the shooting range is limited and only active when the Arms Week event is up, or B, the shooting range isn't active until the first Arms Week.
I do think that is what it is.
Because that would literally mean that we don't have a shooting range before the day 1 raid, which would be stupid.
That is exactly what I'm.
I think that's on purpose. So
Why
that
though?
People have to. So that there's a sense of discovery, which is not how analytical people like y'all are going to look at it, because we are trying to race and we want the best information.
Yeah, but we're gonna just test everything on fucking John in a Lost Sector and get the exact same numbers. It's just gonna be more tedious to test. Like, the testing is still gonna take place. Aegis is still gonna do all of his damage testing on Templar. Like, nothing's changing. It's just the numbers will be harder to obtain. Whereas if they just give us the shooting range, it'll be a whole lot less tedious, and people who aren't as analytical will still be able to test their damage rotations in a safe environment. You know? So I hope that isn't the case. I hope that the shooting range is just something that they launch with.
I'm fairly certain they explicitly said that it would not be available until the 2nd week.
No, they never explicitly said it. They said that...
I thought they made it pretty clear that it was not
think
gonna
they
be
did.
there until that arms thing.
Yeah. Content creators have been showing it in their footage, and Ada is in the shooting range and used request, so I'd assume it's there at launch. Okay. That, I mean, would be huge.
I'm like 85% sure that I heard that it's coming on the 2nd week of the expansion from an official Bungie source.
Gotcha. I'll have to do a bit more digging then, because I just my main issue with it is the most. Oh hey, by the way, there's the for the people who care about it, there's the scam charity shader pack. I'm not even gonna fucking go into it, but I'm genuinely upset about this. If it wasn't for the fact that I have a day one team that I want to play with for the next expansion, I would not have even bought Edge of Fate at this point. But I'm gonna do it because I want to do that day one raid with the people that I want to do it with.
That's exactly where I'm at.
Yeah. But like this pisses me off that they are charging silver for this and are only donating a small portion of the generated revenue to charity instead of just all of it. I mean, the shaders look good. Like, they're good shaders. Okay, now the bisexual one is...
I was
it's
about
fine.
to say...
It's fine. The bisexual one's fine. The ace one's really nice. The ace one is genuinely really nice. And I think the lesbian and trans one are both really nice. The way that like the trans flag is on cloth only is really cool. I like that a lot. But I will not be buying these.
I was gonna say that, like, as a lover of dick and titties, this bisexual shader has not impressed me.
No, the bisexual one is definitely like the weakest one, I think.
It looks like a berry smoothie. Like
yeah.
Like I just like poured it out of a blender onto this person. Like it looks like I'm like a middle upper class white guy. I went to the store and got some like frozen berries and put them in a blender. I put some ice in there and I put some oat milk in. And I have a big like metal straw that I wash in the dishwasher.
Speaking of dick and balls, want to go back into prophecy?
Sure, I said dick and titties.
Oh, dick and titties. Sorry. Bisexual shade is kind of bad compared to the others. Yeah. I think that's definitely the weakest one of the four. To be fair, I controversial opinion. I don't like the like prismatic expand shader. I know it's a controversial opinion.
Hey, do we want to do ultimatum again, or do we want to do it?
Yeah, no, I want to do ultimatum again with how easy that was. Actually, no, because we need to get gold scores on Eternity for the emblem. Yeah, no, let's do Eternity. Yeah, let's do Eternity. Himani, you here, by the way? Oh, well.
I thought didn't you take 15?
Oh, he
vibe at this start.
Oh yeah, we can vibe on fucking Phalanx Echo. Oh, actually, no, let's just do the intro.
Yeah.
Let's do the intro normally.
Or you could skip.
Oh no, he's here. He's here.
I did forget to take 15 and just sat here anyway. But,
Oh, Deb.
Oh.
Vaughn, how late of a start did Razor get?
There's already like 300 clears of this shit.
Yeah. What does dungeon approach? I'm only seeing 258 right now.
Yeah, but raid report's always like 10 minutes behind, so I'm assuming there's like well over 300 at this point.
Yeah.
Oh wait, fucking haste is on Eternity?
Danger, keep moving!
Yeah, it's haste.
I'm just gonna let myself die, damn. Let's see.
Oh, we just wiping?
Sure, yeah.
We can. Yeah, pull and wipe? Alright. I think I want to solo flawless the Eternity on this. I think solo flawless ultimatum on this is 100% happening.
Oh yeah, with the HP like that?
Yeah, like that's 100% happening. And I think solo it's not worth going for the moat dunks either.
So I don't recognize the team that I'm assuming is first place. Looks like Biggs, Titan Skate, and JJ Reptile are in third, but actually second because of the duo.
Well, the people in first place, there's one of the people in there has 0 clears of Sundered, Vespered, and Warlords, only 11 full dungeon clears.
They're also fifth. That same team is also fifth.
That same team,
Biggs
okay. So it's Biggs, Titan Skate, JJ
Okay.
Reptile, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that means Smarty got second. Wow. Luigi Styles up there.
Yeah.
I'm still
Luigi, my
like looking
goat.
through this. Okay. Llama and G minors did pretty well. Flarps did pretty well. Tides, Pine, Vanguard. Where did Salted Greppo race?
I didn't see him. I think he's at.
Is he not on?
I think he might be at TwitchCon, or he might have been at TwitchCon.
Guys, we beat Salted Greppo.
All right, everyone good?
No, I'm still okay. I'll rally.
Rally your shit.
I'll-
Changes are still here on Eternity, right? Is there a Toland?
Yeah, changes.
Yeah, there is. It's Dark first. Okay, I only got one of the 3 dark motes. I could have sworn I walked through the other ones. Okay, there we go. Okay. Nice tracking, dude.
I really want What, Vaughn? What are you freaking out about? I really want a Vex boss that is like almost like Transformers inspired. Like if y'all have seen, I haven't seen the more recent Transformers movies, but I saw 1 and 2. And I just remember a lot of like heavy VFX shit where there's a Transformer that like half of its body rotates as it's like leaping to the side, and I just want something that looks like really gnarly, you know? Like some mechanical atrocity rather than like a perfect little Hydra or whatever. Huh? You're quiet.
What?
Alright, last motes. Get ready for damage. Switching to my damage loadout while I'm holding on to these motes, actually.
Oh, I might. Yeah, I died.
Get that res, and then I'll dunk.
Bro.
Nice jump.
Do it, do it.
Those 2 T crashes did half his fucking health! What do you mean?
Oh my god.
Okay, dude. Alright, well... What the fuck
That's not even anything!
What the fuck are we even doing, man?
Oh my god.
Those 2 T crashes deadass did half its health.
Vaughn just sent the most Kamani message I've ever seen in my chat. He said, "Holy shit, Joe. Ken Carson got 11th. Yale."
Bro, what
You
the
know what that
fuck
means,
does have to
Buster?
do with me?
Because you're... I don't know. Weren't you always talking about that? Wasn't there a guy... Who was the party guy? Who was the party guy? You and Jesse used to, like, prank me with, like, a something party. Go to the something party. Is this not
on
that?
me.
That is not Ken Carson, bro.
What are you talking about? What was the thing I'm mistaking it for?
You're talking about Drain Gang.
No. I'm not talking about Drain Gang. There was something about somebody at the something party.
What the fuck are you on about?
I'm trying to decipher his bits. I don't know what his bits are.
I have never said shit about Ken Carson.
On me.
Really?
Really?
Okay. There's
Like,
something
I
different.
Don't, I
No.
don't know Ken Carson. Like, I just know that he exists. I'm not like I don't know. Like, I'm not that ain't me.
Okay. I have to figure out what this is. There was definitely something where like this person's invited to this party.
Bro, you realize like me and Jesse said all kinds of shit that was like not a reference to anything. It was just like us saying shit.
What? So it might have been something that you just made up?
Yes.
All words are made up, Joe. Anyone see the last one?
I'm in Stunlock right now. I'm in Stunlock. I don't see it. I still have my loadout for the last encounter. I'm so shocked. I really thought it was that.
I have no idea what like either of you are talking about.
At some party, but like I don't know anything about that. Like that doesn't ring any bells.
I believe you. I 100% believe you.
Bro, am I fucking
Okay.
blind?
Well, now here's
Oh.
new question.
Yo, is that the boss on you?
I don't know. Yeah. Right? Who knows?
Yep, that's the guy. Okay, well,
He's fucking tractored or something. Oh, hey, I gotta go let the AC guys in.
sure.
So I might be a couple minutes, but let me just like get in the room.
I got a 1-2
yeah,
punch
okay.
redirection sudden death with assault mag.
Chat and team, I will be back at the latest in a couple minutes.
Dude, fucking haste in a dungeon sucks because you can't just sit still and like switch loadouts and shit. Because it'll just be fucking taken down to 1 HP. What bullshit?
Cringe, cringe, cringe.
Something like that, yeah. Oh, I didn't realize that would start it. I didn't realize going up too high would start it.
Wait, there's still like gold tier in Eternity?
Yeah, there is. That's to get the emblem. Oh, haste doesn't kick in if we don't move now. That's cool.
What the hell? Wait, why is it not doing it?
I don't know.
Is it like right when we rally, we have like an immunity state?
Maybe.
That's so weird, man.
Maybe it like only starts doing something when you take damage from something.
I mean, earlier I was like AFK waiting on, I don't know what. I don't remember what it was, but I was taking damage and I had not moved like right after I spawned in. Maybe it's something to do with like this specific spot we're standing in. Like, have you had this happen in other times?
Oh, I don't fucking know. By the way, fun fact. Remember when they said that some actors would be played by, or some characters would be played by a different actor temporarily for the Edge of Fate?
Uh-huh.
Ikora's being played by Savathun's VA, Deborah Wilson.
Bruh?
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why that's the one they fucking chose, but
Just like a spoiler that Ikora's gonna get like taken over by Sabbath.
I don't like fucking guess, maybe, I don't know.
That's the only reason they're doing it. Surely no like strikes involved.
Yeah, surely it's for story reasons.
Hey, I'm gonna go check on the dogs. I'll be like
Sure. Damn chat, we're really in it now. Oh, I'm mad about today, man. I'm fucking upset. Oh, I don't know if y'all are still here. I know we've been literally doing nothing. But I'm upset about my fucking Steam glitching and not installing the update for like an extra 10 minutes.
Yo, 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 I'm back.
Welcome back. Kimani is letting the dogs out for a second.
Okay, sounds good.
So he should be right back.
Oh, Vaughn said, love you, Joe, when I left. Oh, I love you too, buddy. Heaven/hell cleared. Hexahedron cleared. Singularity cleared. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really feel the need to get particularly excited about any of these placements just because so many starting a couple minutes late or like
Yeah.
whatever. Oh, we did not beat Salty Greppo.
No? Where did he place?
He's just 49th, which is
That's
like,
quite
so
low
for
for their team, actually.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was him, Obama, and all three very excellent players.
Him, Obama, and who? Bog?
Khan.
On.
Khan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, by the way, there's a new modifier in Edge of Fate. It's the Sammy Cat modifier. It removes it removes your HUD. It's optional. It's a selectable one to like increase rewards, but it completely removes your HUD.
I love that she does that, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
All bows, no HUD, everything.
Yeah, no, and
That's,
Destiny
like,
2
so
team
badass.
tweeted just like, there have been many community crafted challenges like Sammy Cat's no HUD all bow dungeon runs that have inspired us when creating the portal. More details to come on portal and modifiers in a future stream. Yeah, it's just straight up a no HUD modifier. That's cool. I fuck with that. A no HUD raid would be fucking ass.
Yeah.
You won't be able to see any fucking buffs on your screen. You just gotta vibe it.
Oh, it removes the whole HUD?
Yeah,
It's not just radar. Oh!
No, it's everything. It removes your ability and weapons from your screen as well, so you don't know how much ammo you have or when your abilities are ready.
Wait, here's the important thing. How did Scarrow 9 do?
He is probably too busy fucking
Oh yeah, he had to release his damn videos.
yeah,
didn't
covering all the pre-release shit.
he? He's on though.
I don't know if he was.
He didn't finish yet.
Hey, I'm ready.
Oh, hey, let's go. We all rallied?
I'm rallied.
Yippee. Gameplay.
What we got?
Dark. By the way, apparently they changed. That's light. What did I do? Apparently they changed this encounter so where sealing is no longer an option for moats
Yeah.
or
That's
for
what I heard
dunks.
as well.
Really
Yeah.
good.
Okay, I got my 3.
Apparently, there is like a hidden tech in this encounter that not a lot of people know about. Like, it's one of those things like Last Wish Vault, where like nobody actually knows how it works.
Dark.
There's like a deeper layer to it. I don't know what it is, but I think it allows you to like cleanse 2 sides at once.
I'm sure. I'm sure there's some bug to that.
I have
No,
never
it was like-
seen anything like that.
It was like Bungie dev confirmed, so it was like intentional.
I'm sure people would have found that by now if it was.
I think a small amount of people have, and it's like a well-kept secret.
This sounds like fucking like drunk homeless rambling.
No, it sounds like the kid telling you that if you beat Mario backwards, that you get to play as Luigi. It sounds like the fucking playground rumor.
Do you know Mario backwards is Bowser?
No. Dark, by the way. Those motes I cannot pick up.
Oh, I love this cool guy.
Right, middle.
Oh,
I love it like when you're moving up that haste still ticks down. We have dark.
yeah, they could have like upped the ad density a lot.
They could have added like 4 of these fucking dark blades and it wouldn't have mattered.
I got 2.
Yeah, you stole
I don't
one.
know about that. I think 4 dark blades would probably matter. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but like this one guy, like the geometry in this room is so complicated. Like he can't make his way around fast enough. He's just swinging, doing nothing.
He really is just swinging. Imagine if they added Grims,
Yeah, okay.
but like way up
dark.
high. Dark in the corner. This is like chill. Oh, this is Eternity mode. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, why is this so free?
They definitely buffed the health of these guys though.
Yeah.
Bro! Oh, that almost killed me. Okay, well they did not buff the health of that guy.
I have no sword, so would you
I
like
can
to
do the skip, I have 30 sword.
Cool.
You get to play Seek the Toland. Unironically, this is going to be the hardest part of the solo flawless, because someone's going to need to do this part legit.
Oh, you're so right. Or Toland. I would love to live in Toland.
In Toland?
Yeah,
Yeah, you like feet that much?
yeah. Feetland. Toland.
Toland.
What do you think is the part of the body that the least amount of people are into?
Part of the body that the least amount of people are into.
Like,
Ooh.
because a foot fetish
That's-
nowadays is like relatively common.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily relatively common, it's just like... There have
Common
been...
amongst freaks.
Yeah, there are, well, I wouldn't say that either. It's
It
just
is
like
not
it's a
that
very
freaking
popularized one.
Yeah. I don't think it's that crazy.
No, I don't think it is either.
What? What would it be? What would be the part of the body that the least people fetishize?
I'm tempted to say something like ankles.
Maybe?
You're
Yeah.
wrong.
Stomach? No, there's a lot of tummy enjoyers.
Yeah, there's a whole like industry and subgenre of furry porn built around like vor and stomachs,
That too. I didn't even
like
consider that one.
impregnation, unbirth. Are you scared at how many of these things I know about?
Unbirth?
Unbirth is when you get sucked back up into.
Hey,
your
I hope y'all
vagina.
can find a Tolan. You have 6 seconds.
Oh, I was thinking about unbirth. My bad.
Dude,
I don't see any. I don't know.
I don't know where they
what
spawn.
to do.
both of you gotta use your fucking eyeballs, dude.
No, like I'm searching around everywhere. I just like I really don't think there was one could have gotten. In
Damn.
That whole...
Maybe that's why like we still did relatively well, because so many people like wiped on this. Do you think?
Campos DM'd me that they got destroyed by 1-2.
By what?
1-2.
Yeah, the waste.
There's one.
1-2?
over there.
They got destroyed by Wasteland?
I imagine they just like weren't ready after.
Yeah, I
or maybe they
guess.
Didn't know there was a boss.
The Tolan spots are 100% random, by the way.
Yeah, what to do about?
Oh, I found one over here that I'm just gonna grab on the way.
Okay.
And also, like, you have to be within a certain range of them for them to like render in. But
I got 26 seconds now. We're good. As long as we keep finding ones occasionally, we'll be fine. I'm gonna like go out of my way to grab this one. Or going back down.
This is like one of my favorite spaces in the game.
It's such a cool space. Alright, you should be fine. I'll make it within 30 seconds easily.
good. Oh, just...
Timer should stop now. There we go.
Yeah. I kind of want to grab the secret chest.
I won't pull then. I will stay here. Right, I have to keep moving. Lovely. Oh, you meant like the intestines. Okay, but like how can you fetishize a part of the body that you can't see? I mean, I guess, but like even
No,
then,
that's not.
like what the outward part of the body. Knees?
The elbows.
Knee?
The elbows.
Elbow? I don't,
Well, okay.
Elbows or
what's
knees,
your-
I think, are definitely like on the list of like least. I know armpit definitely isn't on the list of least because I know
People
there's
fucking love
people into
armpits.
that.
People need the stank.
Yeah.
I met someone who was into ears, and that seems like odd.
No.
Well, it's like what fits in that orifice.
Oh, no, not, I mean, not in that way, I
You
assume.
can be attracted to something without just wanting to stick your dick in it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, Joe. Yeah.
You don't have to want to use it as a fucking like hole.
Yeah, call him out. Oh, this stream is gonna get fucking demonetized. Love to see it.
Oh, is that how streams work?
Oh, on YouTube it totally is, yeah.
I forget sometimes that you make money from things.
I do, yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I have to worry about business. Unfortunately, my manager might tell me off ever so slightly.
Oh,
No,
Is
they
your
won't.
manager gonna say that you can't play with me?
No, yeah, my manager's gonna go, hey, you know that Jellyback Joe guy?
This guy is brand suicide.
This fucking guy. No. I make most of my income from like channel membership, so people actually like choosing to spend money as opposed to ad revenue.
Well, that's cool.
Speaking of, it's a new month. I can gift 5 memberships for free. Hold on.
Is that how YouTube works?
YouTube gives the creator 10 free membership gifts every month to kind of give a couple of people access to your membership content, to hopefully entice a few people to maybe spend money on that membership themselves later down the line. It's a pretty good system, honestly. It's quite nice.
Yeah. Look in raid team chat. That is a secondary slot micro missile.
Secondary slot micro missile? Holy shit, it is! Yeah, new micro missile frame, an arc one. Yeah, you're so right.
Love that.
I'm not ready, by the way. Give me 1 second.
Yo, that's gonna be a banger, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can't gift memberships now for some reason. Did they remove that?
Dealing splash damage grants an improved bonus to grenades.
Dealing splash damage grants an improved bonus to grenade.
That's actually sick. You use like explosive weapons to like grenades.
There we go. Oh. Solo, congrats on the membership. Oh shit, Alita got one! Yippee! Alita's a very good friend of mine. Unfortunately, you can't choose who they go to. They just get given randomly. Well, I guess I'll gift the other 5 as well. Here we go. Hey, and Chelsea got one too. And Blake got one. Fuck yeah. Love to see it.
Shadow 193rd. My goat.
My
washed.
goat. To be fair, he was streaming talking about his videos.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. My goat washed.
Wait, how long did the run take? 46 minutes. Okay, so that puts him about where we are.
And no, our run only took like 28 minutes or 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I was looking at our 43 after. We had a 33-minute contest run.
Yeah,
And
we
that's
had,
with
yeah.
the
So yeah, we had.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We had a 10-minute delay. So like, well, and if you like remove the like 1 minute of loading into the game and fire teaming up and all that, like we had like a 9 minute delay maybe.
No, you were not even like loaded in at like at 10 minutes. After
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So I guess it was like an 11-minute. Anyway, we good to go?
Yes.
I'm just waiting for Kimani to move so short-circuiting stops. So you don't immediately get one shot.
No, he's living on the edge. He's living on the edge.
Okay, well.
It's just so I can proc limit break.
Oh. Oh yeah, and immediately use your super off the rip. Alright, I've got 3 light motes. Let me pick these up. We have 1 more light, 1 more dark.
Okay, I'm grabbing light.
Okay. There's 2 more, there are 3 more there on the ground. Then we have dark. Oh right, the ogre. You and I forget about the ogre.
We'll get us tabuleiros.
3 dark.
More dark on me. Oh, I have a Mickey ball.
I'm gonna miss Mickey balls when they're gone. You know what I won't miss?
Out of here.
Everyone calling them fucking Mickey balls.
Alright, let's go immediately. I've consumed my Mickey ball. 15 seconds, still super.
Oh my god.
Doesn't work.
7, 6. Oh, I'm not hitting that. 5, 4. Nah. Weakened.
I can't see this bitch's head.
I just got fucking alt-tabbed into Razor Synapse? Hello? Dunking my moats.
I'm missing, like, a comical amount of shots.
Oh, I picked up those.
That's fine. Hold on to him.
Switching to youth.
Yeah, alright. Oh my god, hi Blake. Congrats on your membership.
And so the night
Right, yeah, Prophecy's easily the like, by far the easiest farm. I think KittycAtlas is the farm, honestly, because you get 2 chests from this.
I mean, that's just your opinion, man.
Problem is that it's gonna be.
Oh, I got a
too
1-2.
much work to make that a one phase.
I got my 1-2 punch trench barrel sudden death roll.
didn't we? We have research to conduct, Rat. You dragged the Guardian into another mess.
Envious
like
Assassin
this,
redirection,
and I'll
no.
push you through an airlock.
Envious opening shot,
I'm gonna
nah.
go tower and.
Yeah, can we go tower?
Yeah.
Yeah, Prophecy is by far the easiest one of these 3. Return to the emissary, return to the emissary, return to the emissary.
Oh, there's free bright dust.
Yeah, it's free Bright Dust every week until Edge of Fate.
What? Did they have it last?
No, start it this week.
Oh, okay. Vex tournament. Weird. Lament. Wait, this is sick.
Yeah, the Lament ornament's quite cool. It's from last episode.
What can I do for you, Titan?
Yeah.
You know what?
There's so many. Ooh, 1-2 punch trench barrel.
Yeah, I got that one too.
Wait, do I have it on?
Get better fucking precious scars, dude.
These are so good.
Better than what I had. Yes. Have a recovery.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'll hold on to that.
Perhaps barter is warranted.
Yeah, I gotta look at the rolls and all that.
Sudden death, I think, is the only weapon from Prophecy really worth chasing.
The Hank and Auto are both. Actually, the fucking Pulse too.
I mean, they're fine, but like, my main thing is the reason that I don't care about them is because they're gonna be tier 3 weapons in a couple weeks. And for primaries, like, I'm sure that there will be better options in Edge of Fate.
Mhm. Do we want to watch some more Edge of Fate videos?
In a little bit. I will do that off stream once,
Okay.
yeah, at least I'm gonna end my stream for that, because I'm not feeling being a react. Actually, no, we can do it on. We can do it on.
I kinda... Well, I don't... Do I have a... I might need to, like, make a scene for this.
You know what? In that case, I'm gonna grab my VTuber model. Might as well go full react, Andy. Hold on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I need a VTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be a cat.
You should see the new Titan exotic. I have seen the new Titan exotic, and I am whelmed. It's mostly because hammers themselves are kind of shit now, especially if you're unable to use Syntheseps. So, like, you're trading away so much melee damage in order to be able to recall it, which, like, I don't know if that's, like, the thing that's gonna be super useful, but, you know.
There was like an acolyte or something that, like, with the forge buff, he was not that.
Yeah, like, he was using it in, like, Grandmaster content, and that was just, like, absolutely not fucking it. So I'm whelmed by it. I think conceptually it's really fucking cool. Like, conceptually it's an exotic I've wanted for ages, and in, like, solo content, or, like casual content, that's probably gonna be super fucking fun to use. But I do not think it'll be at all useful in, like, high-end raiding dungeons or, like, nightfalls and shit. God, it takes so long to get up here. Unfortunate but true. I mean, that's just the reality of almost every Titan exotic, is unfortunately the reality. It's like, a lot of them are really, really fun, especially in, like, casual play, but the moment you actually go into endgame, they're kind of dog shit. Unfortunately, a lot of Titan exotics are like that.
I would like to watch one of the armor ones.
Yeah,
Should
we can watch Dado's, like, stat.
Dado has one. Scarrow also has one.
We'll just go through a couple of them. We'll start with Dado's because we've been doing that one. I just quickly need to set up my model. Just give me like 2 seconds. VTube Studio. Start without Steam. Plug that in. The 10-minute intro guy is one as well. What, you mean Dado?
Huh? Rikakis?
No. Dado's intros are too long.
Dado's intros?
Ooh, I got Discord Trench, sudden death.
Let's see.
Alright, let's make sure that chat is actually open. And then boom. There we go. Behind that. Okay, let me screen share the. I'm gonna like close the game real quick. shadow stuff up. Let me put that in here. Boom. Screen share it. Boom. Alright. How are stats changing in the Edge of Fate, and why that matters?
I'm gonna also do react, so let's do like a 3, 2, 1 play, but give me just a second to set it up.
Sure.
Yeah, but I want to stream it as well.
You can pop out my screen share and put that in instead of your.
I guess I could.
That's how I've typically done it when I'm doing stuff with other people. Oh, music is very loud. Oh fuck, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot that I had the background music rolling. I didn't have that monitored today. Let me. There we go. I would like some background music. So sorry about that, chat.
Yeah, give me just another second to figure this out, because I don't want to, like, my fucking Discord. That's there. Add window capture. Discord pop out, question mark?
You can like full screen
Which one
it.
of those is it? I don't want to full screen it.
Oh, okay.
There's one that says Discord EXE General, and
That's the VC that we're in, so that's the one.
just the one that says General? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it would be
It gives the window the name of the VC.
Okay.
Hit
Hit the thing that makes it like full.
Oh yeah, I hadn't yet. Sorry.
Okay. So let me just. What happens if you hit play audio-wise?
The following video has all dialogue and subtitles turned off to minimize
so I'm gonna
story
turn that
spoilers.
down. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think we're good.
Right, we good?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Gameplay shown is from an early build of the Edge of Fate and is subject to change. Hello everyone and welcome back to the show where I do in fact have time to explain. Today we're going over the stats revamp,
off, Dado.
armor and weapon change.
Oh my god, it's that much?
Oh.
It's 30% at 200 in PvE?
Are we still having surges and radiant? And
This is for
everything
melee.
stacked?
This is for melee. We know we have weapon surges still. Like weapon
That's
surges.
what I mean. Like, how's this weapon one gonna interact with all the other buffs and debuffs?
Yeah, I wonder how the weapons
Changes
one's gonna go.
and just like a lot of
I mean, his weapon set's at
gameplay-related
51,
things.
so we're not gonna really able to
Stats
see.
are getting a pretty significant overhaul in the Edge of Fate. In addition to getting
Yeah, so that's damage against minor and major combatants, which, to be fair, like, that sucks, but that's ultimately fine. It's the...
I thought it was just like weapon damage. Period.
Look at the enhanced benefit. Increases weapon damage against bosses and opposing guardians.
Oh, okay. So it
Yeah.
is that.
Yeah, so
okay.
in order for it to actually matter in a damage phase context, you need to be above 100.
renamed very basic terms. The
So we're gonna be
stats
running
will
around
now
trying to
be-
hit
Oh,
200 health.
He's gonna
for
show...
free damage and trying to hit 200 weapon points for damage loadouts
Someone like that, probably.
with as much ability.
He's gonna
shit
show
as we can
200
get.
of
Made,
each of them.
melee, weapon, and health. No more ambiguity there, although it does lose a little bit of the charm that the old terms had.
Oh.
True.
just saw
There was
the-
no
the
new
solar
solar... There were no new
aspect.
solar aspects there.
Wait. Is that not new?
Yeah, that one
That-
right there. The one that.
Yeah,
that-
what the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
that
does
is new.
not look-
Yeah, that is new.
That's new.
But wait,
That's
are they...
those little globs after the barricade.
Yeah, but then what happened to... Like, this is Consecration, this is
Hold
Sol
on,
Invictus.
hold
What
on.
happened to Roaring Flames?
Did he
That's
blur
how they
it
figured out how to
improperly?
get you to stop using Roaring Flames, Soul Invictus. They just removed that shit.
They
No, look,
just...
'cause the bottom row is blurred out. He blurred the wrong one.
No. That's just because the menu's
Or-
still loading. Oh no, because
Wait,
the
Joe, I
fragments are
think you're
blurred out because
right.
he doesn't have
yeah, he
aspects
just
equipped.
blurred the wrong one, bro. Because
Not
look
the
as
accidental
it's
data leak.
No,
Go back,
no.
go
That's
through
just
frame by frame.
that's just the background effect.
Okay.
That's just the
Oh,
UI.
you're right. You're
that's
right.
just the
like,
UI
the
effect.
Natural. Yeah.
Okay, so wait, is Roaring Flames gone? Because like Soul Invictus and
No, I'm
Consecration
sure
is
this
still
is just
there.
like a
It's not
custom build.
gone.
They're not going to remove an aspect.
No, look, when it closes, when he moves his mouse off, see one in the bottom left.
What?
It's before that. It's before that.
No, bro. There is
Rewind.
not a fourth aspect there. It's definitely not there.
Oh, never. Yeah, I hallucinated. Okay.
Yeah.
Arm that the old terms had. Not only that, but stats now go up to 200, and each point matters individually, as small as a gain those single points might be. There are no more stat tiers dictating when you get a bump in effectiveness. So,
All right, that's
what
so
does
fucking
each
huge.
stat do?
Yeah.
Health boosts the health you gain when you
Shield health +7, shield recharge rate 16.7. Okay, so like shield health +7 is not much because your shield normally is 100 health, right? So that's you get 7% extra for 25. So I mean, I guess actually times 4 that'd be quite significant. That'd be like 40.
you pick up an orb of
Yeah,
power
I think it's
and
matter.
reduces flinch
Yeah.
from incoming fire.
To be fair, shield recharge rate matters a lot.
I wouldn't exactly.
Also,
Wait, also
70
this
health
is
per.
all like.
Hmm?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
70 health per orb is also huge. That's just like how many? Hold on.
Yeah.
How much does recuperation give currently? Let me check that.
It might be 70. It's something around there.
Armor mods, legs, recuperation restore 70 health. So 100 health is equivalent to 1 recuperation. Recuperation doesn't stack, so that's huge. Like that's massive, because that means that you can run recuperation during a damage phase effectively, right? If you just have 100 health still, or
Right.
like even
Yeah.
like every orb will give you health no matter what, even if you only have like 50 health, right?
Oh, okay. That's
Exactly
just
called-
the base effect.
Yeah, no, like at 100,
see,
the
I
maximum
see.
effect is 70. But if you're at like, I'm assuming if you're at like 50, you'll still get like a 35 heal from it.
Yeah.
All this, what resilience?
But also,
to
I'm
the-
realizing there's no damage resist included.
No, damage resistance is gone off of stats. It'll
That's
be
really good.
it'll be your shield health is effectively your damage resist. Like it's giving you an effective
But that's
extra
like way better for the
oh
game.
it is 100% way better.
Like,
Into,
give us
but
a
it's
health
still a
pool
pretty
to work with as a
defensively
Yeah.
resource.
stat.
Yeah, it's way better.
Between health 101 and 200, you gained increased shield health and recharge rate. So it's
Yeah.
kind of recovery-like.
Yeah.
This is one of a couple stats that I didn't really get to mess around with that much in my playtesting, and I chose not to test too much because I thought the other stats were a bit more interesting to review.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me to see people stacking this to be more of a PvP menace if the math happens to
I think
work.
health is way more important in PvP than it would be in PvE. I think up to 100 health in PvE is definitely like nice to have, but above that, I don't think it's that important.
Melee does
It
what
seems pretty marginal.
Because the thing about it is that like how often are you regenerating naturally instead of regenerating from some sort of effect, right?
Yeah, I feel like that shouldn't really be happening much.
Yeah. So yeah, melee's nuts.
you would assume that
I'm
it
assuming
does.
this
It
is the case for Grenade and Super as well, that it's 30% PvE. Also plus 190% melee energy.
Damn.
So
From any source.
yeah, from any source. So it reduces both the base cooldown when your melee stat goes up to 100, but it also increases the amount of energy that you get if you, for example, run distribution. Like distribution will give you 190% more melee energy if you're at 100 melee.
reduces your melee cooldown. Not only that, though, it increases the amount of melee
Bro,
energy
build
you
crafting is
gain
so up.
from all sources.
Well, it
meaning your
depends on
melee
mods.
stat can
It really
still
depends on
other
mods.
perks that give melee energy.
I was thinking, even
something
the
like a
mods we have
pugilist or
right
something
now,
like
just
that.
the
I
stats
did not
being
get
like
to test
this.
this to as heavy of a
changes things
degree
a
that I
lot.
wanted to in my play session, but there is something that we'll get to that could give more insight into how potent this effect might be.
Okay.
from 101 to 200, you get a straight up melee damage increase everywhere in the game. At 200, it's 30% in PvE and 20% in PvP, and I'm pretty sure this scales linearly, much like all the other stats. So
Yeah.
each point will give you
0.3%.
0.3% of a boost in PvE and 0.2% in PvP.
That's nice.
Grenade is the same as melee, reduces cooldown, and scales other grenade energy sources. From 101 to 200, your grenade damage also increases. At 200, this is a 65% increase in PvE and
65% grenade damage boost.
Verities is so up.
That's why they've been nerfing the fuck out of Verities. man.
Yeah, that's why I'm a nerf for the fuck out of Verities. Dude.
No, but like imagine a Verities stack specking into that. Like imagine Verities, right? And like one or two people on song up the
Yeah.
and just like
Yeah.
entirely grenade focus.
Yeah, like
Think about how fucking cool that's gonna be.
one like apotheosis song, and then like a Verity or two people on Verities type shit.
Yep.
Or like your
Exactly.
well user is like on apotheosis or something like that. I don't fucking know.
Or
Like
just
something.
every single
Fucking-
person is on Verity.
Yeah.
Solar
just have-
Warlock stack.
Yeah.
Literally Solar Warlock stack.
Yeah.
True, with
100%
just
keep.
touch of flame nades for everybody, and you
Yeah.
have Song of Flames.
This,
or-
this alone
Yes.
might honestly like K-Man, you might honestly just have to go Warlock for that alone. Like
Yeah, I mean, I'll play anything and everything.
yeah.
PvP scaling linearly. Next, we have
Like, I hope I
Okay,
get to play
I-
Hunter, but
I'm
yeah.
afraid of how much damage increase the super stat is going to be. I'm afraid.
From 0
I'm
to
horrified.
100 increases the amount of super energy from all sources, and from 101 to 200 increases the damage of your super. So this is something that I actually got to do a little bit of testing on to see how much of an increase in energy you're getting at a couple of stages. I think I tested 0 super, 100 super, and 200 super. Although now that I think about it, 100 and 200 super are effectively the same when it comes to
The regen
the amount
speed,
of
yeah.
super energy that you're gaining, because that caps at 100. So really good job, me. I should have tested 50. That being said, the difference
Audio's
when
funky.
picking up orbs
Yeah.
is actually staggering.
Bro, what is
And
this?
the difference in gameplay between high and low super stat is staggering. When running with very little super stat, there would occasionally be times where
gonna pick
I
up the
don't even
orbs?
feel like I got my
Rosa,
super
you gotta pause
in a
it.
solo ops.
Why?
engine.
Yeah, this is bad.
This is insufferable.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a thing where you have to restart the stream every once in a while.
Oh, is the audio fucked?
yeah.
Like, terribly.
I think it's just gonna be an every couple of minutes thing.
Yeah. Or hold on, maybe if I change my stream to just be a full screen for you guys.
I don't think that's what it is.
activity. It takes a notably longer amount of time to get a super at low super stat, whereas with a higher stat,
Yeah, look at that fucking difference between 0 and 100 super. And that's just collecting a couple weapon orbs.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. Okay, so intellect is back on the menu.
it did feel somewhat frequent. This is part of why build crafting and your build crafting decisions matter so much more now, but let's
Yeah.
finish talking about the stats and then I'll get into that. Class does the same thing as
How much damage? What's the bonus damage?
I think he'll tell us.
Okay.
with a higher crafting and your build crafting decisions. I'll get into that. Class does the same thing as melee and grenade from 0 to 100.
How big's the
from
overshield?
101 to 200.
How is it
gives you
doing
a
it again?
scaling overshield
Yeah, this is
when-
really bad.
It might be when you pause it. Maybe just let it play.
True. It's like when you pause and start playing again, it's playing like two versions and they're like fucking each other.
Oh, huh. Okay.
whenever you use your class ability. Finally, a very new stat, weapons. From 0 to 100,
Oh, I
this
worry.
increases your reload handling and
How much is
damage
it?
versus minor and major combatants, up to 15% on the damage.
Handling too?
From
Holy.
101
Yeah.
to 200, you have a chance to
That's
gain more
15% to
ammo from ammo
minors.
break, and you also increase your weapon damage against bosses and other guardians. This also scaled linearly, where at 200 of the weapon stat, you would be doing 10% more heavy weapon damage in PvE
Oh.
and 6% in Wait, they
Hmm.
call it heavy weapon. They didn't call it power weapon. They call it heavy weapon. 6% in PvE, and primary and special are doing 15% in PvE.
Okay, but
that's
like
interesting.
10% heavy is a lot.
I am very interested
Like, that
to
is-
see
that's a
how
lot.
this stat ends up playing out. I'm also
And
interested
large
to see,
ammo
like,
brick chance
how
is
future
also,
damage
like, a
tests
lot.
are gonna go. I'm gonna propose that damage tests do not build over 100 of the stat, and then we just add in the increase after the fact.
Yeah,
but I
yeah, I
relinquished
agree.
my place in that fight.
Bro,
a
this
long
dude's
time
trying to
ago. I don't
teach
think it's
Aegis
even
how to
close me
test.
anything.
Yeah.
Armor
Stay in your lane,
also
bro.
has masterworking, where you can increase the masterwork bonus 5 times. Every time you masterwork, you will gain 1 stat in the 3 lowest numbered stats on the armor piece.
Why on the 3
At higher
lowest?
tiers of armor, it might just be tier 5. I'm not sure. Not only do you get 1 additional energy going from 10 to 11 energy, but there's also another mod slot to fine-tune
That's a tier
your
5
stats.
thing. Yeah.
You can choose to add 5 of the stat, which costs 5 of another
Wait,
stat.
what?
Or you can choose to increase your lower stats by
This is like
1
the new
more point
artifice
each.
one.
In total, with this bonus stat
Yo, this
slot
is
and
sick.
masterworking,
Yeah.
you can add 40 extra
Bro, we got
stats
so much
onto your
armor to grind,
Although
what
most
the
of those
fuck?
will be
Yeah.
buffing stats that you're not actively
4 days,
building
man.
into, but everything helps, as we're about to discuss.
Bro, I gotta prep 3 characters
So let's
in
get
4
back
days.
to that whole build crafting actually matters now statement from earlier. When an armor piece drops, it will drop with a high amount of its main stat and a medium amount of a secondary stat.
Okay.
But there are only so many stat combinations that will be in the game when Edge of Fate drops, and I'm not sure how often Bungie will introduce new combinations.
What?
For example, Grenadier armor drops with high grenade, medium super, and a low
What?
amount of a 3rd random stat. All other stats are set to 0. Paragon drops with
I
high
don't like
super,
that.
medium melee,
Set to
and
0.
low
Okay,
random.
Yeah,
this
set to
I
that
zero.
makes the
It's
farming a
30,
lot simpler though.
25,
That's
20.
true, yeah. It
As a
simplifies the
result of these
farming.
stat changes, I don't think there are really any dead stats anymore.
Audio.
Everything is kind of important.
So it's not pausing based. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I don't know if what my PC's audio engine is doing. Okay, hold on though. Let's fucking talk for a second.
Okay.
So the way that the fucking things here work. Hold on, let me like
Drop.
I need to like hear what he said
onto
again.
your armor. Although most of those will be buffing stats that you're not actively building into, but
Yeah, so with this, you can only buff health, but you can choose which stat gets lowered for it.
Okay.
So this is like health armor. Or no, this is like, this armor gives, weapons is the biggest stat, grenade is the slightly smaller stat, and super is the 3rd stat. The rest is set to 0, and then it rolls with a random, like, 4th stat that you can put an extra, like, few points into, but you have to, like, remove your...
everything helps, as we're about to discuss. And a medium amount of drops, and I'm not sure how often Bungie will introduce new
Holy
combinations.
fuck.
For example, Grenadier armor drops with high grenade, medium
It's
super,
so bad,
and a low
man.
amount of a 3rd
What's bad?
The audio.
Again?
Yes. Anytime we say any reaction, it's that.
Can, like, either of you screen share it?
Okay, Money, you want
I
to do it?
could, but I'm on my phone right now.
Joe, can you?
Here, I can do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it on Opera GX. Hold on.
I don't think that makes a difference, but pop off, King.
Well, no, that's just I don't want to use Chrome because that's where my search history is. Hold on.
Oh.
Give me just a second to set it up.
We're at 6:35, by the way.
Okay.
That whole like distribution of how you can farm for things and all, that's really interesting, like new info.
I guess it means that, like, there's only so many different armor pieces. The goal is going to be just to get, like, a tier 5 armor piece of each, like, type, I guess. And just go from there. I mean, obviously, there's the armor set bonuses, right? That some
Oh
of
fuck, I forgot to even think about that. The
Yeah.
origin traits.
Yeah, the armor origin traits. Those are probably going to be more important. Some of them, at least. Some of them seemed, like, decently important.
What is the timestamp?
We were
It's-
at 6:30.
6 minute 30.
What in the fuck am I hearing?
Right. Start yo screen share.
Yeah, I have to set it up.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about like there only being a set amount of combinations though. I guess that does mean that like it's going to make it harder to like take advantage of multiple stats. Like they're probably going to control it in such a way that like you can't get like weapons and super and health or some shit like that.
Right.
Why the fuck are we in like 4x3?
Yeah, what in the fuck is this?
What fucking aspect ratio are we in?
Hold on.
Bro, what?
Just fucking full screen it. There we go.
Bro's got us on the CRTV.
There, happy?
Yeah, very.
Hold on. I have to.
That's a lot better than it was. Shit.
I'm not a browser sharer.
Grenadier armor drops with high grenade, medium super, and a low amount of a third random stat.
Okay, at least
All
the third
other
stat is
stats
random.
Are set to 0. Paragon drops with high super, medium melee, and low random. I say high, medium, low. It's 30, 25, 20.
Okay, so
As a
the
result
low
of
is
these
still
stat
significant.
changes, I don't think there are really any dead stats anymore.
Yeah.
Everything is kind of important, and sacrifices will now need to be made when build crafting.
Yeah,
if
that's
you want
good.
high
That's
grenade
good.
and melee capabilities, some other stat is gonna suffer. If you want
Let's
high
go.
health and weapons, other stats are gonna suffer. No longer can we just
This is
stack
huge.
resilience, recovery, and either discipline or strength and just call it a day. Mobility and intellect
Let's
are gone or
go.
reformulated to have value, and you're not going to be able to have everything all of the time, at least at the lower tiers of gear.
Yeah.
I do think that this makes the space a little more interesting, though. You gotta make some decisions. You gotta make some real armor builds, not the same 2 variants for every single setup across every single class.
Yep.
To some people, this is going to seem incredibly daunting, but to others, way more
No,
engaging.
this is good.
But let's talk about why you don't need to
Yes,
panic
very
about
good.
farming new armor just yet.
Okay.
Recently, at least on my streams, I've been telling people to delete tons of old armor as we go into the Edge of Fate, because prior to this preview event, I was of the mind that this armor transition would be similar to the transition of armor 1.0 to
yeah.
2.0. You could still use armor 1.0, but it was outclassed so quickly that it became outdated almost immediately.
Yep.
I was surprised at the event to see that my current day Artifice armor was not only not outclassed immediately, but actually still kind of good. Your current day armor is being converted pretty generously when it comes to total stats, and there's going to be a lot of people out there who continue to use that armor for
hold on.
quite a while
Can you pause?
into the Edge of Fate. I think once maybe the more
okay.
hardcore players start seeing tier 4, tier 5, maybe
Joe?
more average players start to see tier 3.
Can you
that-
pause?
Yeah, I had the volume up really loud.
Yeah. So the thing on the left shows how many like stats generally like each
Oh,
tier will
shit.
have. Yeah. So like tier 5 armor will always be between 73 to 75 total stats. Like no
stat
and
tuning.
plus and you get like the extra stat tuning. It's like no matter what. So you're not going to need to get high stat rolls anymore, because like 73 to 75, I mean that might as well just be everything at 75. So that's really fucking good. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, like, people like us are only going to be using tier 5 armor, really. Probably. Or, like, tier 4 maybe. But, like, I think most of us are going to be on tier 5.
Okay.
That's when the conversion is going to start to happen. Total stats will start to increase on individual armor pieces, eclipsing the older armor, but it will happen much slower than the previous armor update. That being said, I do think people should be
That's
clearing
why I see
old
that we have
unused
to
armor out
know
of their
these
vaults.
archetypes.
Yeah, specialist is primary stats, class, secondary stats, weapon, and then the third stat is random.
Gotta learn a bunch
That
of
seems
new,
like a hunter stat right there.
Preparation for the expansion, but I've also been
Or like a
Or
bolt charge.
barricade.
Yeah, bolt charge stat.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you max out class, if you can have like a dedicated fucking trickster leaving behind
Yeah.
just a shit ton of
Yeah. Also,
dread
there's no new
inspectors.
mods there.
Like imagine full class ability stat and like 6 coyote. Just leaving behind
oh,
dread
hey.
inspectors everywhere and then nothing shoots at you.
Ammo scouts. Where the fuck are ammo scout mods?
Oh.
Oh, because the meters are personal. The heavy ammo.
The heavy, yeah, but yeah, sure. The meters are personal, but the meters have always existed. Is the thing, like that you just don't
Yeah,
see
they just
them.
weren't visible.
Yeah, like if you're using an ammo finder mod, like that meter has
Yeah,
always
the
existed
meter
internally.
ticking.
Yeah,
Hey, question: the font mods, the blue ones.
yeah.
Are
That
they gonna be
that's
much more
font.
valuable?
That's font of super
Well, right
now.
now they're absolutely dead, so surely this will help.
I mean,
Surely.
the thing is, like those font mods, right? They give what was it, like plus 30, 40, 50 to a stat if
Right
you use
now.
1, 2, and 3 right now. So like, depending on like the considering super surges on helmet, like surely in your damage phase loadout, you're using 3 super surges to just give you like extra super stats, so your super does more damage. Because that's the only surge that I see on this one. Like the only stat one. Because like what other mods would you use during a damage phase? Like I guess Radiant Light is pretty good. Or like
Yeah,
Powerful Friends maybe. Like maybe like 2 Super Surge, 1 Radiant Light. But like that's actually going to make the helmet mods a bit more powerful during damage phases. Like surely you run Super Surges during that.
Yeah.
Well, but also, if you have weapon surges ticking and they don't change the way armor charge works, then why not just have all your other stats boosted as well?
Yeah, but it depends on like which piece has which stat on it, right?
Yeah.
Because like I wouldn't
it
be
might
surprised
be-
if the weapon stat is on legs along with element surges.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
might be that you can only use certain fonts on certain types of armor.
Yeah, but
And they
I
could
doubt they're going
what
to
we
change
have right
the.
now.
I doubt they're going to change the way that armor charges work. So, like, yeah, if you're already using surge mods on your legs, there's literally no penalty to putting, like, 2 or 3 super surges on your helmet.
I think there should be, though. I feel like if you have multiple different things.
Yeah, it should, like,
ticking
drain
on it, then it
faster
should,
or some shit like that.
Decay faster. Yeah, exactly.
maybe. But, I mean, if they
Fair
don't,
enough.
then that's easily the play, right?
Few armor sets
yeah,
that you
I
are
think.
actively using to hang on
Yeah,
to
so that
in
those
this
mods are the
transition
same.
period. Your old armor will be relevant for much longer than I anticipated, so I apologize for earlier advice that I was giving. I jumped the gun a little bit there, but I still think you should clear some stuff out. On top of that,
Oh, hey,
we
that's the
have
ecstasy
set
playing in
bonuses
orbit.
of varying quality. There are 2-piece and 4-piece set bonuses so that you can still use an exotic, although I wouldn't be opposed
I
to a
want him to
5-piece
hover
set
over the
bonus
leg
with a
mods so
5-piece bonus
badly.
being some kind of exotic quality bonus. You can mix and match 2-piece set bonuses if you would like as well. I found myself on Bushido armor most of the
Yeah,
time.
I mean,
Bushido
final blows with
2-piece
fleshly drawn
is where
reloaded
my
weapons
final
heal
blows
you
with
is, like,
freshly
nuts.
drawn or reloaded weapons heal me. And
Yeah,
the
that's really
4-piece
good.
is where bow, shoddy, or
Tex Mechanica Scout.
Yeah, and bows and shotguns, because they, like, you can easily reload between shots, like, very fast, right? With a bow, like, every shot's a reload. And then,
Reduce incoming damage? Okay, bro.
yeah, that too. So that, like, that's
sword
just
final
extra
blows reduce
resilience.
incoming damage for a short time.
And then
And
damage
damaging enemies with-
extends the effect, so you
Yeah.
can proc it and then just keep shooting it and have DR. Okay.
Yep. Dude, wait. Like, Trinity Ghoul, fucking Eager Edge, and, like, Perfect Paradox. I just run this.
Holy.
With those
That'd
weapons,
just be such a fun
extends the
loadout
effect.
to run around with.
I just found the 2-piece bonus
Yeah,
to
and
be
like a trio boss.
globally useful during the event
Shit,
to kind of
maybe.
minimize my downtime. Aeon Renewals 2-piece is where rockets and GL
Yeah, this
kills give
one
you
sucks.
speed booster after sprinting.
This one sucks.
While the 4-piece will give you speed booster when you sprint at critical health
Yeah.
Actually,
or after
let
being
him
suspended
finish,
or
let him
slowed by
finish.
stasis, assuming you have Force Converter active, which is the 2-piece bonus.
Yeah, I
This
don't get
is
Yeah, this sucks.
why I would want this
incredibly
ever.
conditional
Yeah.
when you first hear it, but there are
No,
a decent amount of strands.
So, hold on. Once per activation of Force Converter, sprinting while at critical health, being suspended, or being slowed by a stasis effect will immediately grant speed booster.
Wow,
Now-
speed booster. That's awesome.
But hold on. Because why would they grant you speed booster upon being suspended? Unless speed booster maybe breaks you out of being suspended now? What if, like, imagine getting, like, from a teammate while you're suspended by a fucking subjugator? That might be what's happening. Because, like, what else does that mean? Like, what's the point of giving speed boost suspended? Or being slowed?
Yeah, it'll
That
give
doesn't
us.
work. You
it
can't
meant, like-
sprint while you're slowed.
I guess as soon
Yeah,
as you get
true.
out of it, you have immediate speed booster. I don't know.
That's what I assumed, but
Yeah.
that would be really cool if they gave Speed Boost the identity of like it's a CC breaking.
Being an immunity
But-
from
Yeah,
like
I feel
then
like
it would
that's
be a
what's
lot
implied
better.
here.
Then it
Then-
would be
then
like
we
a
have
lot
them
more
too.
situational against like mostly Dread, honestly.
Yeah.
Incredibly conditional when you first hear it, but there are a decent amount of strand and stasis enemies in the Edge of Fate, so maybe it'll be better
true.
than
We're
I
getting more
anticipate.
than just Dread
Tech
wielding
set
Yeah.
stasis and strand.
two-piece bonus is where you deal significantly more.
This one's
kinetic
interesting.
damage,
The Ron
shields,
weapons
over shields,
origin trait
vehicles,
going up.
constructs. The vehicle and construct cope continues.
Yep.
We will see what's up there. The 4-piece bonus is pretty nice though. Defeating powerful combatants or breaking a shield with kinetic damage does a disorienting kinetic shockwave.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The last
Does that stack?
Oh
with
my
KP?
god. Okay, this is the only good one. This is the only good one. Picking up an
Flint
orb
set,
grants
also
special
PvP,
ammo
maybe
progress.
more of a
That's the
generic
only good one.
PvP set.
Massive.
2-piece gets
Bro,
you
multi-mock
improved reload
shots?
speed
Oh,
on
right.
primary weapon ammos when you get final blows.
Primary
with
weapon
ammo weapons.
ammos.
That's pretty decent overall. And 4-piece picking up an orb of power gives special ammo progress.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Also,
That's nuts.
This seems
Yeah,
broken
that's-
if you have a way to orb farm.
That's so busted. I mean,
there's
triple
so
hands on
many
with like
ways to
fucking
print
skull for it
orbs.
or some shit, right? That's like you're printing orbs out the ass.
special ammo progress. What does that mean? In the Edge of Fate, you will now have 2 ammo meters under your weapons.
Oh,
As you
praise
fill these
be.
meters by getting weapon
Look how
kills,
fast
you
that
will be
special meter
progressing
fills
towards
up.
your next ammo brick of that type, guaranteed to drop when the meter is full. You can read more about this information in this wonderful help menu that Bungie has
I wish
implemented
the,
on
those bars were
Hit
like.
W.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
what? Yeah, I wish those little like progress bars were in the space under the ammo next. I mean, under the abilities next to the ammo instead
Yeah,
of like
maybe.
crammed down there.
Yeah.
on the keyboard or whatever it says on console, and you will be greeted with some basic information about how things work. Finally, some
Yeah.
information nicely organized to explain some basics to people. It explains weapon elements, tiers,
That's huge.
perks, mods.
That's still info
infusing,
overload for new people, but at
masterworking,
least it's, like,
cosmetics.
Definitely.
Granted,
somewhere.
only
It's right there.
briefly,
Yeah.
but I
At
wasn't
least it's
expecting
there,
high-level
yeah.
breakdowns
It's like categorized. There's like big titles of each
Yeah.
thing. That's
I-
like
it-
so
Yeah,
much
but-
better.
Yeah, but my
Sure.
my main thing is when new players are going to go into the game, I'm willing to put $20 that Bungie's like, "Hey, open this menu. Hey, read this," and then we'll never allude to that menu ever again. And just
I
hope
think
that
Also, like,
It's
but,
still
like,
a
your
huge
brand
improvement.
yeah,
new,
it's
like,
good that
that's
it's
gonna
there.
be
It's really good that
not
it's
good
there.
info.
I don't know about that.
Masterwork and item increase its
It's gonna-
stat. Infusion
I-
allows you to raise. Yeah, the
If I
unstable
start
course
PvP
thing is
for the first
interesting.
time and get all these paragraphs, I'm not reading that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm still
this
glad that it's there.
information.
I mean,
enables
I'm very
sweet.
happy it's there.
It's also there to explain. a
Oh,
bunch
keep an
of
eye out for the
armor stuff,
Eververse
too.
store
So,
right at the bottom.
what's going on with weapons now and weapon tiers and all that kind of stuff? Honestly, it's pretty easy to explain.
Okay,
Basically,
please do.
the higher the tier of the weapon, the higher the odds that you either get
Oh,
more perk
pause,
options
please.
on the weapon, more
Whoa.
Okay, so tier 2 you get
Multi-perk.
so tier 2 both of the traits get enhanced or become enhanceable. So that's your like kill clip, outlaw, like your main perks become enhanceable at tier 2. Tier 3 you can get 2 perks in each column. Tier 4 you can also enhance your mods, your magazine, and your barrel. And tier 5 mods, magazine, barrel, you get the origin trait, you get triple perks, and then you get the unique ornament or hollow chip if they have one. Okay.
Cool.
So
That's good.
like I guess the nice thing at least is the main enhanced perks are tier 2 weapons. So I guess when they meant like the Rite of the 9 weapons are tier 3 equivalent is mostly because they will not have enhanced mods magazine barrels or origin traits.
Yeah, so they're
But
not going to be useless by any means.
yeah, they're not going to be used. Okay, they worded that so fucking weirdly. So I'm glad that that's finally fucking clarified.
All right.
Yeah, this like screen right here is huge info.
Yeah, and they could have just
Yeah.
given us that during the fucking reveal. Anyway,
Tier of
Yeah.
the weapon. The higher the odds that you either get
So much
more
confusion.
perk options on the weapon, more enhanced perks on the weapon, maybe even both. This continues up to enhanced origin traits, barrels, magazines for like tier 4 all the way up to tier 5, which completely enhances everything on the weapon and gives it a special tier 5 ornament and cosmetic kill effect. So like whenever you kill something, you get a little animation or whatever that says like, I'm using a tier 5 weapon. Now, I have
bruh.
been informed
What the fuck?
that this tier
Bruh.
5 treatment
oh, new perk.
is
Pause.
just the
Final blows increase
Final
ammo.
blows.
Oh, that's an insane
Bruh.
primary perk.
Busted.
That is
Busted.
insanely bussin'.
treatment that
Damn.
all tier 5s get. Not in
Yeah, I
this
guess now that
expansion,
ammo meters
but
are like a
this
public
expansion,
value,
and the
like they
next
can make
one,
perks out of
and
them.
all future ones. And the feedback has been given that players would probably like to have unique tier 5 weapon ornaments on a per season
What?
basis. I would be surprised if people did not want
Yeah,
that.
did you see that
So
origin
don't
trait
say
there?
I never did nothing.
Go
for
back to
you.
the origin
It's a
trait?
basis. I would be surprised.
That's
Would
sick.
like to have unique
Aiming down sights
Tier-
at a target for a short time loads a more powerful homing micro rocket. Oh, so it's like micro missile, but
Yeah.
you have to like hone in on a target, or you have to like hold ADS down for a bit longer.
Yeah.
Oh,
5
okay.
Depending on
weapon
the
ornaments on a
weapon
per
types in
season
that, like,
basis. I would be surprised if
drop
people did not
pool,
want that. So
Could be
don't
some
say I
interesting
never
stuff
did
there
nothing.
for damage.
A celebratory visual
Understood.
effect when defeating combatants, dude.
Okay,
I
imagine this origin trait with a withering gaze something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tier 5s also get enhanced weapon mods. Right now, I would say a fully crafted, fully enhanced weapon nowadays is around
Tier
a
3.
They're gonna give us a
2,
new
tier
box
3,
breeding
something
scout
like
with that
Probably
origin.
closer to
Yeah.
tier 3. Those weapons will be more than plenty for the
Oh wait, whoa,
majority
go
of
back,
the
go back,
game.
go back to that special
I
ammo
guess
weapon.
more than plenty.
Yeah, that's a special ammo pulse. No,
Last
wait, no, it wasn't.
Thursday,
Wait, no, never mind. It's not
Okay.
special. It's primary. I'm
I'm
blind.
sorry. I'm sorry. Fucking worst name for a weapon.
The fucking flavor text is even
Thursday.
calendar's end. That's
Okay.
yeah, and
Last
it's an
Thursday,
adaptive
bro.
burst, so it's another
Bro,
it's a strand burst hand
They're
cannon.
finally running out of names. They're finally, after 10 years of naming.
Plenty for the majority of the game.
I
I
impact
guess
longbow.
we should speak
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
about
whoa,
crafting.
whoa! That's a new bow frame.
Yeah, it's a new bow frame.
For the
High impact longbow.
majority
Yeah, he
of
clicks
the
in on
game.
it
I guess
Yeah, we
High
need
power
a new
draw.
bow frame. Let's go.
With
High
over-penetrating
power
arrows,
draws over penetrating arrows.
so they can hit multiple times. It's like it's legendary wish ender.
Huh.
That's just like that's what
we should
wish ender
speak
does,
about
right?
crafting, though. Here's
I
what I
guess,
heard about
yeah.
crafting.
Oh, you can collat with wishing.
Oh,
I didn't. That's it. I didn't hear anything about crafting
Good.
for the Edge of Fate.
Good.
Besides one exotic weapon. I'm going
Good.
into this expansion with the mind that there will be none weapon crafting. I've
Good.
had some discussions
Based.
about any potential future plans for it, but there wasn't anything really that concrete. So I'm going to wait for
Interesting.
Bungie to make official statements on weapon crafting instead of
Oh,
trying to put
threat
words in their
remover
mouth.
and 1-2 punch
But
do make
I
a
would
lot
be
of
going
sense
into the
together.
Edge of
Yeah.
Fate assuming that there is no crafting.
Good.
Speaking of weapons, though, we do have some new weapon archetypes. The rocket-assisted pulse rifle,
Yes.
the spread shot hand cannon, and the longbow, which is kind of like if they turned Wish Ender into
That's
a legendary
yeah.
archetype.
I figured.
The rocket pulse fires 3 bursts of rockets, but the pull of the trigger counts as 1 ammo. So I think this had like 17 or 18 bursts of ammo. And this thing hits pretty hard, but
Whoa.
you will tear through your ammo really quickly if you're not paying attention. The spread
Yeah, this
shot
feels
hand
like
cannon
a
is
legendary choir
essentially a
one type
shotgun
shit.
in a hand cannon package, and that includes this thing's range. It is very short range. It is
Okay.
a close range hand cannon at best, as the range fall off starts very early. It can also roll with 1-2 punch. That's kind of neat. The
1-2
longbow,
punch
on
out
the
of
other hand,
primary is
has
funny.
a slightly longer draw time than an average bow, but it can over-penetrate
Yeah, it can
targets.
hit multiple
so
targets,
you can
yeah.
hit multiple enemies at the same time if they happen to line up.
That's sick.
There are new perks and origin traits as well. I didn't do a ton of theory crafting on any of them, save for like
Whoa,
2 of them.
that's a sick armor set. That's fucking cool.
So I guess we can talk about
Well,
those.
why in the
We
fuck
got
did they
binary-
move strength and discipline so high up on the stat list?
I don't know either. I guess they wanted health at the top, then all abilities, and then weapons at the bottom.
Yeah.
But like, why is super breaking apart class ability in melee and grenade?
Because I guess they value supers over class. I don't know. I think super should be below class ability, but whatever.
I think
Orbit
that's weird.
elemental final blows from the
Oh,
opposite
binary
element
orbit, new
of the
perk.
current weapon give
Elemental final
you
blows
a damage
opposite
boost
this
to
weapon
So
increase.
Okay.
Oh, so killing any final blows from the element that isn't the element of that weapon increase damage for an improved duration. Darkness final blows boost arc, solar, and void weapons. Light final blows boost stasis and strand and kinetic weapons. Oh,
So
okay.
it's the opposite of paracausal.
It's the opposite of paracausal affinity from the right. Yeah,
okay.
it's literally the opposite of the root exclusive perk.
But it should be a bigger damage buff then, since you have to proc it with something else.
Yeah,
You can't proc
hopefully.
it on itself.
Hopefully. It also depends on how long the duration is. I hope it's like 10 seconds at minimum.
So like this weapon is strand, aka
Stasis
darkness damage.
wave.
So light weapon kills will boost this one.
Yeah.
What's that John
Impromptu
next to it on the
ammunition.
left?
Final blows increase
Aw.
ammo meter progress from
Yeah,
all
that's-
sources
that's
for
a
a
nuts
brief
perk.
duration. I tried this one in the shooting range. Either it wasn't working at all, or I was doing something wrong. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Burning Ambition is an
Bungee moment.
incandescent
Whoa.
competitor.
Incandescent competitor? I'm listening.
Oh, it's
Dealing
just
sustained
jolting
damage more
feedback
quickly.
with
Scorch.
Scorch.
Oh, it's the Scorch perk. Yeah. Reduces perk
Sustained
requirements to
damage on the
activate.
target
Oh,
scorches
interesting.
the target, and dealing damage
Yeah,
to
it's
a
really like
scorched
jolting
target
feedback for Scorch.
inflicts
Scorching
scorch.
feedback.
I think I tested this with a pulse rifle with 13 bursts, and on that final burst is when an ignition went off.
Oh.
So that
That's
should give you
pretty
a rough
good,
idea
though.
Of how long it takes to get an ignition. Although I don't remember if I was on any sort of solar subclass.
You can get an
fragments, blah, blah, blah,
ignition
you get
per
it.
mag. Like
Blast
that's
Yeah.
pretty
distributor,
interesting.
dealing splash damage.
That helps like using primaries for like beefier targets.
That's a really fun perk. That dealing splash damage against an improved bonus to grenade stat. That's a
Yeah.
really
With this,
funny
with
perk.
Touch of Thunder, Titan.
I mean, hey, but generally, like, I think that for damage phases, like, if you're using like some sort of
It's great
GL
to
with that, just to like make your grenades deal more damage if possible, like that's not bad.
Fragments, blah blah blah. You get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Blast
potential.
distributor, dealing splash damage, grants an
Got Volt
improved
Shot.
bonus to the grenade stat.
And
If
some
this
micro
works
missile
like
frame.
The melee variant of this perk, it will stack to 3x. Proximity power is the melee version. When
Oh,
targets
okay.
are nearby, final blows grant bonus melee stat.
Oh, when targets are
Oh.
nearby?
Tested this with
When they're
Interesting.
surrounded.
Interesting.
Kills.
That
less
combined
round.
with 1-2 punch is gonna be pretty nuts.
Yes.
hammer throw. Base hammer throw was 334 damage at 97 melee stat, so we have 0 bonus melee damage from our stats. With 1 stack, it's 351, aka a 5% boost in melee damage. With 3 stacks, it's 386, aka a 15% boost.
Yeah,
Why
it's-
did I not try 2 stacks? I don't know, but I'm going to take a wild guess and say that it's a 10% damage boost.
Probably. Yeah.
Sharp Harvest. 3 light attacks within
Whoa.
a short window grants.
What?
That is the
What?
third perk. Built to blast, aim assist, stability.
So
and
no,
heat
go back.
resistance.
Go back.
Okay, yeah.
Harvest.
That's insane.
Landing 3 light attacks with an improved short time grants special ammo. So that's just an ergo sum driver then at that point.
Yes.
Like what?
That's
all swords.
nuts.
Oops, all swords.
Or like Choir of One, or like what other like good special like burst
No, I
option
think
is
Ergo
there?
Sum
Add
makes
clear
perfect
sword.
sense.
Add
Like-
clear sword. Add clear
You're-
swords. Add clear sword.
It's a
Oh, I was
waveframe
thinking
too. It's a
for-
stasis waveframe.
Yeah, I was thinking for rotations because you're not like when you're using a waveframe for ads, you typically just do like the heavy and the dash. You know, you don't
Yeah.
like spam the light.
Yeah.
But like in a rotation, you would like heavy dash, and then you could light attack, pull out your like hast or ergo sum.
That's a really
to
interesting
give everyone
perk.
wolf pack and just do it over and over.
Yeah. Huh. Okay.
There will be a way to abuse this, mark my words.
Oh yeah, no, there will be.
The way I just described, I think, is like
I-
very
I-
easily.
I would assume there is a pretty hefty internal cooldown.
Oh,
We'll see.
maybe.
We'll see. Hold on, I got.
I don't know that they're usually like things like that don't have cooldowns.
I don't know. There might be.
Like
I wouldn't be.
granting ammo is a crazy effect. Yeah.
I'm assuming it's not generating a brick. It's granting ammo to you yourself.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't think that generates a brick, which because that would be busted. But like I don't know.
But
Like,
I mean, giving like 5 ergo sum ammo.
Yeah, if
per
you're like the
pump of that,
Wolfpack
is
sword driver-
easily, like that's infinite uptime. Like you're never gonna run out of special ammo with that. Or Lord of
gonna hit-
Wolves, fucking just do this every now and then.
I'm gonna hit play. The next one, there's no footage, so he just describes it.
3 light attacks within a short window grants special ammo. That is a sword perk. Built to blast, aim assist, stability, and flinch resistance when you have either woven mail, frost armor, or a
Oh,
void
we saw that
overshield.
in the last one.
Thematically interesting, not sure how much it's going to hold up in
Yeah.
PvE world. I know I'm missing at least one more perk. There's a perk
Oh.
that boosts your weapon stats.
Transcendent
based on
moment?
if it's like light or dark, transient, something. I don't
Stability,
know.
Wait, what?
handling, a range and
Who
aim assist. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of whatever.
Crucible.
That's extremely PvP.
Yeah, it's extremely PvP. Yeah.
Not find it in any of my footage. Someone else
Yeah.
definitely has it.
Transcendent
It's
moment.
not elemental capacitor. I think that's what I said in a previous video.
Yeah.
It's something different. Moving to origin traits. Exhaustive research loads a micro rocket into your weapon if you aim at a target for a brief time. I didn't hate this. It's basically free damage. Problem solver. This is a good one. Sustains
Oh.
damage on a champ.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Free
boy.
exhaust and extra handling and reload. Okay.
Oh, that's look for this micro missile, so you can just sit there and dump that into a boss while you have like anarchy and are
Yeah.
spamming grenades.
Yeah. Hey, and it's
What
got
was the
elemental
grenade
honing.
perk again?
The grenade perk was
Dealing blast damage.
Dealing blast damage gives you
damage?
extra grenade stat, but like it's
Well,
got elemental
shit.
honing too. So like,
Well, slap this shit on.
I think
with
Frenzy,
the
'cause you're
Starfire
dumping
Verities
it.
shit.
if you're dumping, I guess. I mean, elemental
Yeah,
honing lists
I'm
20,
saying,
22
like-
seconds.
22 second. Well, yeah, but I'm saying like you apply anarchy, sit here
Oh
shooting
right, and
the,
this is
like,
arc too. So yeah.
and you have frenzy with that problem solver perk, so you're
Yeah.
just like reloading it so fast, like
Yeah,
manually
yeah,
just
yeah.
dumping, throwing grenades whenever you get them.
Yeah, that's true. Hey,
Dude,
that's a
fucking-
maybe. That's a maybe.
Fucking grenadier armor,
Yeah.
micro missile, Verities, anarchy. Like imagine just like fucking grenade launchers,
Yeah.
explosions. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mini
Okay.
boss
Fun
or
meta,
boss
fun meta.
exhausts
What's the origin
them
trait below
and
there?
gives you weapon handling and reload
That's
speed
my
bonuses
question.
for a short time. It is diet, facet
Yeah, I
of
don't know.
solitude built into a gun.
Yeah.
It's like-
Vanguard determination. After
Oh,
After
After
using
using
class
your
ability,
class
final.
ability.
Oh, bonus damage
Whoa.
resistance. Okay, that's.
okay, I like that a lot.
Hey, I mean, at that point, just like have that on during your ad clear phase. Switch to the other origin trait for DPS. Like,
Yeah,
there's loadout swap it.
After using your class
or
ability,
like
final blows. with
that's
your
probably
weapon,
gonna come on
give
some guns
you
with
bonus
slice,
damage
like a
resistance.
slice
Not too bad
primary.
either.
even with
Probably,
that could be
yeah.
There's
good.
only some of them. I just didn't get clips of every single thing because there was a lot to cover, and I just missed some stuff. So yeah, there's more that I'm sure somebody else has definitely covered. I think that is the
Damn.
end of this video on stats and weapons and armor and tier 5 and blah blah blah,
I
all
feel
that
like
kind of stuff.
That micro
If you
missile is gonna
enjoyed
be
this
crazy.
video, check
That's
out
pretty
one of
good.
the other 3 videos that I
All
published.
right, do we
today
want to
about
like
the preview of
review
them.
someone else's videos?
I'm down to watch
You
another.
want to get your boy Scarrow in here, Joe?
Yeah. Let me get Mr. Scarrow's videos up.
Skibbity toilet.
This is
That private tab, yeah.
I don't use this browser for anything other than like streaming to people in incognito. So the history is like actually for real pure default, which is shocking looking at it sometimes.
I think do we want the armor 3.0 one to see if Scarrow shows like anything else? Because
Maybe.
I'm hoping he like shows which mods are on each item.
Sure.
'Cause Dado did not
let's-
show that.
Let's see. Let's see if he says anything about that.
Yeah.
I was recently flown out to Bungie to
I was recently flown out shill.
Bungee shill, bungee shill, bungee shill.
My goat shill09.
Paid plant, paid plant.
I was recently flown out to Bungie to play and record a lot of content in the Edge of Fate, and I'm really excited to be sharing all of that with you guys. I want to start off by saying thank you to Bungie for the opportunity, and I also want to say that all of the numbers here are
Actually, hold on. Before, give me 1 second. This is a horrible time for my E key not to work. I've got to remove the E key. If I take the keycap off, it works.
What are you trying to use the E key for?
I'm trying to tell Scarrow, reacting to your vids, RN. If I don't like it, I will throw tomatoes at you.
Isn't he streaming right now?
Yes. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. That's not a high-class move.
No.
All right, here we go.
to change, as this is a pre-launch version of the Edge of Fate build. All of that being said, what I wanted to focus on first and foremost were the insane changes happening to the armor and weapon systems. How you interact with these systems, how you go about farming armor and weapons, and, you know, just like how you approach the game systems in general are going to be changing very drastically. Your old weapons are still going to be
mystery
useful.
nearby.
Your old armor pieces, like, you can still use them, but the new stuff, especially underneath this new system, is going to be much more powerful
this bullshit.
and much more attractive. And I'm really excited.
I
to
fucking
break that
hope
down
this
in a
shit
very
isn't in the raid.
analytical way today. So I want to go ahead and start with
surely
the new
not.
armor system. So just like weapons, there are going to be 5 tiers of armor now. When you start off in the Edge of Fate, you're going to be a very low light level. And that means that you're only going to be able to do very low level activities. Very low level activities drop very low tier armor, somewhere in the tier 1 range. And this means that this armor will not be as good as armor that you get from much higher level activities. So you can kind of think about this right now where
That was a solar wave
regular
sword frame.
level activities don't give you that great loot, but if you do something like a Grandmaster level activity, you are more likely to get like high stat armor and higher light level stuff and that sort of thing.
I'm gonna revive.
That is still how the game works, but it's broken down into
No HUD.
many more sections.
That's the
and
new armor
Grandmaster is
restriction, or
no
new
longer
loadout
the last
restriction,
section.
yeah.
Ultimate is. So,
unlock
for
entire
instance,
activity.
in this first half of the season, you're going to be able to get up to light level 450. This means you should be able to do a lot of Grandmaster level content within.
Okay, I'm gonna go frame by frame on this shit in a bit.
Drops mostly tier 4 level gear and will occasionally be able to drop you tier 5 level weapons and armor. But why does this matter? Like, why do you care what tier your armor is? So if you look at this tooltip in game, what it shows you.
So hold on, go back to what that perk was, or that fucking
fucking
modifier.
What does this matter? Like, why do you care what tier your armor?
That one, glass cannon. The player with the greatest number of final blows during an activity takes more incoming damage. That's fucked. That's fucked. That's fucked.
Okay, that is a good modifier. That is a good ass modifier.
It's just the person that's popping off the most gets fucked.
But you can choose someone to go be like your fucking slayer, and you just
Yeah.
like keep them
Or
alive.
I guess you like rotate who your slayer is, right?
I think it makes more sense to spec into one person than making
Maybe make them like super
everybody take
beefy.
turns getting
Yeah.
fucked.
I don't know. That's a fun as hell modifier.
I like that a lot.
Fucking counterfeits on there
So if you
too
look
and
at this
grounded.
tooltip
That
in
sucks.
game, what it shows you is that different armor, based off of the tier that it drops, will have a different number of total stat points. So tier 1 armor will drop somewhere between 48 and 53 total stat points. Tier 2 is between 53 and 58. Tier 3 is between 59 and 64. Tier 4 is around 65 to 72, which is like the highest end of legendary gear in today's version of the game. And then tier 5 armor.
I think they should
will
just
drop
fucking
between
make tier
73
5 be
75 total
75.
stat points.
Yes, tier
And
5 just needs to be
also the
75 full
only
stop.
type of armor that drops with an extra stat tuning slot. This tuning slot just allows you to like.
Okay,
play
I don't.
around with your
It's
total
That's
just
plus
stat
5,
points.
minus 5, yeah.
I feel
Minus
bad
5 of a
to get
certain
like
stat,
73
put
or
plus 5 of
74.
another, And then in addition to that, tier 5 armor will drop with 11 mod energy instead of 10.
The one
meaning
extra
your
energy
builds
is
are gonna
so
be able to
massive.
Be a lot more crazy, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like
I'm
that
a
a
pretty
lot.
big fan of this system because it allows you to have a much more deterministic approach into what level of armor you are farming. So you'll no longer run a Grandmaster and get like a piece of armor with 59 stat points on it, which is obviously a huge bummer.
Level
You now
foes
know
counterfeit,
if you run
yeah.
a Grandmaster tier of content and you are expecting a tier 4 drop,
Glass
which
cannon is
comes
such a
from
troll
that level of
modifier,
content,
dude.
you are going to be guaranteed somewhere between a 65
I
and
like it.
70
Yeah, it's such a
total
troll
stat
modifier,
on that
though.
piece of armor, which is
Mats with Banes
awesome.
are encountered
It
more
means you are
frequently, yeah,
wasting
sure.
way less time when farming good armor.
I wonder what
now
the
you know
ultimate
that
difficulty
higher
is,
tier
dude.
Armor gives you more stat points, but what we have not discussed is how the stat system is undergoing a massive change. So the 6 stats that you know today are being blown up. They're going away. And there are 6 new stats, some of which correspond to current stats that we have, and some of which are brand new. So now in Destiny 2 with Edge of Fate, the 6 new stats are health, melee, grenade, super, class.
I
and
hate the
weapons.
name still.
And
I understand
it's
why they
pretty
did it, but I hate the
self-explanatory
names.
which part of the game
I'm still
each
gonna
of
call
these
it
affects,
fucking discipline,
but they
intellect,
all
strength.
actually have way more effects than current stats do within the game.
Wait, so what happened
and
to
they
the
have a couple other
mobility,
cool things.
like,
So,
Oh,
for
mobility's
move
just
speed
gone.
effect? Yeah, but the move
Okay.
speed effect, where did that go?
I would assume that, like, by default, everyone's gonna be, like, 8 mobility, maybe. Like, or, like...
I think that would really suck for in-game, for, like,
Yeah.
the customization options to go
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be, like, it worked into a mod somewhere, but the stat itself is entirely gone.
the current versions of
I just feel like
stats,
that move speed
resilience,
part of it needs to
only
be
matter
present
every
somewhere
10
else.
levels. So at 0 resilience you have something, at 10 resilience you have something, at 20 resilience you have something, but it doesn't really matter if
What
you're
is
at
bro
20
trying
or
to do?
24 or 27. It does the same thing no matter what. Now, with the new stats, that's not how it is. They are no longer quantized into buckets of 10 points. If you have a single additional point in a stat, that makes a difference now, which is really cool. They also go all the way up to 200, so stats are no longer capped at 100. Past 100, you get additional effects depending on whatever stat you are speccing into, and these give you very game-changing effects. And that's what I want to talk about right now. So let's go ahead and break down all 6 of these stats, starting with the brand new health stat. From 0 to 100, the amount of points you have in the health stat dictates the amount of health you gain each time you pick up an orb of power. So the recuperation mod is now being like deleted and put into the health stat instead, which is pretty cool. It also permanently reduces flinching from incoming fire while you are aiming down sight with weapons. And when you surpass 100 stat points in the health stat, your shields recharge more quickly and have additional health when facing
What's the
enemy
recharge rate at
attacks.
100%?
But let's break that down from an analytical approach. One thing that I did that I'm not sure a lot of other creators did was make sure and go through all of these different armor types and look at the exact stats here. So for instance, when you have 50
Oh,
points,
Scarrow, my goat. So it's... Oh, so the shield health is not linear. Shield health very much drops off, and so does the recharge rate, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's... So the... For health, like, there, I don't really see a reason to go to 200 for health, but, like, having, like, 120, between, like, 120, 150 is probably going to be quite nice. Because, like, the thing is, 20 shield health is not a lot, because you have around 200 health, 100 of it is shield, 100 of it is, like, base health. So it would be, like, a 10% health increase. So basically, like, akin to what tier 10 resilience is, without the damage resistance.
And
So,
shield recharge rate, that's only talking about your, like
your shield's
like
not
modern
your...
recovery?
Yeah, it's
like,
like modern
type
recovery.
healing?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
to the
not,
health
like,
stat,
also
you get
increases
35
incoming
health
healing
per orb
sources
you
by
No,
45%.
no.
You have
I don't think so.
5% flinch
I think they would have
resistance.
worded
Yeah,
it that way
is
if
and
it...
you
have 100
heal
points in the
faster,
health
but
stat,
Bungie
you get
words things
70
bad all
health
the
when you
time.
That's
pick up
true,
an
you're
orb of
right.
power, which is huge, that's a ton of health. And you also get 10% flinch resistance.
If it
When you go all
increases
the way
your
up to
healing,
150
Yeah.
points, you keep that same 70 health per orb and 10% flinch resistance. That'll be the same no matter if you're
Okay,
at
so at
100,
least the, like, health per
190,
orb is
200,
linear
you'll
from 0 to
always be those
100.
same bonuses,
So, like,
but you
any
get the
point of health
extra
is nice
effects
just to
of
heal a
having
little bit when you pick
faster
up an orb.
shield recharge rate and
Yeah.
additional shield health. So at 150 points in your health stat, you get 31.6% faster shield recharge rate and 14 additional health on your shield. And if you go all the way up to 200, your shield recharges 45% faster and has 20 additional health.
Yeah.
So as you can see, these are huge changes. That is not insignificant. That is pretty much a combination of a lot of what Resilience did, the recuperation mod, and the recovery mod all in one, which is pretty insane. However, it's not easy to hit 200 on a stat. And if you're doing that, you have to like very purposely farm out high level tier 5 armor with the exact stat splits that you want and use some of your mod slots to boost your stats as well. So you have to like very purposely be going for 200 of a stat if you want to get these insane benefits. Now we can move on to the melee stat. From 0 to 100, it reduces your general melee cooldown, like your charged melee ability, and increases the amount of melee ability energy gained from all sources. And when you surpass 100 points in this stat, it increases the damage done by your melee.
So it's
attacks.
30%.
Now you can notice this yellow highlighted row. I believe that in the build we were playing, the like depiction of the stat was actually broken. So I have values there that are the exact same as the grenade and class stats, because I believe that's where it's supposed to be, because the numbers they were actually showing us in game made absolutely no
so
sense.
the scaling from 50
that's
to
kind of
100
my
on
best
energy
assumption
gained
at
is
what those
not
stats are
linear.
going to be, but we can go ahead and start breaking them down. So when you have
That
50
actually ramps
allocated
up
to
the
your
closer
melee
you get
stat,
to
you
100.
something around a 35%
It also
reduction in your
looks like
charged melee
overall
ability,
you
and
really
anytime
need
you
at least
gain
50
ability
points
energy
in
from
like
any
every single thing.
You think?
Yeah.
I think everything you want at least 50.
Yeah, just to get some sort of benefit.
I don't know how possible that's going to be though.
Well, here's the thing.
it
Here's the
sounds
thing.
like-
Whenever you masterwork an armor piece, you have to think about the fact that you get +5 points into every stat. Or +5 points into all of your lower stats, right? So let's say, hypothetically, that your lower stats are the same on all 5 pieces. You're already at +25 just from masterworking in every stat, right? So at that point, you need every single, like, at that point, you can get there with, like, mods a good amount, probably, but you can also get there with, if you have a tier 5 armor piece, the highest stat is 30, the second stat will be 25, the third stat is 20. Like, if you have just 20 of one stat somewhere, like, you're up to 45 already. And that's without any mods.
Okay.
So, like, I do think that's possible.
Yeah, there better be a
mods
big
or
ass
any
Ember of
like, your
Benevolence
aspects,
nerf coming.
anything like that, you actually gain 56% more charged melee ability, which is pretty insane, actually. At 100
Yeah, but
points
like
in
these
this stat, you get
stats,
around
they want you to go up to
65%
100 because like the
cooldown
difference
and
between 50 and
90% more
100 is
energy
so
gain
great.
towards this ability. When you surpass 100 points, you get the added benefits of increased damage in both.
Well, oh no,
PvE
wait,
and
wait.
PvP. So when you have a
I guess it looks like it's a lot, but theoretically speaking, I guess it's an exponential curve, and the theoretical benefit of each individual stat point would scale linearly. Like, I think it might be logarithmic. So where, like, let's say that if I pick up an orb and I'm at 10 stat points, it'll give me a certain amount. If I'm at 20 stat points, it'll give me more. But if the jump between like 10 to 20 and 20 to 30, relatively speaking, would be the same, I think. I'd have to do the math on that to see if that's like accurate, but I think that might be the case. I know I just said a whole bunch of bullshit, but I think I get it.
150 points in the melee stat, you do 15% more damage in PvE.
30% melee
more
damage is quite
in
huge,
PvP,
though.
And when you have 200
Like, stacking
points
that
in
on top
the
of Synthos?
melee stat,
Does
you get
does that
30%
count
more
glaive
in
damage as well?
and
You
20%
think?
more
I don't
damage
think
in
so.
PvP.
Surely.
And that's
Surely
gonna be
it
pretty
does.
insane.
I
The
doubt
number
it.
Of, like, bonk
If
Titan
Synthos
builds and
works on
Synthos
glaives,
nonsense,
then I
Worm
think
God
that should
nonsense,
work.
Yeah,
Nice.
maybe it does.
Liars,
And
handshake
it says
nonsense,
fucking melee, and
this
it's like a
might
glaive
actually be
melee.
super powerful. So it's something I'm definitely
Plus,
going
they
to be keeping
like
my
we know
eye
they
on.
want us
But
to
let's go
use
ahead and move
glaives.
on to the brand new grenade stat. So from 0 to 100 points in this stat, it reduces your grenade cooldown and increases the amount of grenade energy gained from all sources. And as you surpass 100 points in this stat, it increases the damage done by your grenade attacks.
So grenade
In
damage
fact,
was what,
it's
60%?
exactly the same as
65.
the melee
Yeah.
stat. So the exact
65% 's
same
nuts,
percent
dude.
increase
That's
to
so
energy
insane.
gain and reduction in cooldown, but
And
the
then, like, you
damage in
probably,
PvE is actually
realistically
way
speaking,
increased.
if you
So
have a
the
couple
PvP
people on
damage
Verities,
increase
like, you
instead
might
of
want,
100
like,
points
some
in the
Touch
stat
of
is still
Thunder
around
fucking
10%.
Titans
At 200 it's still around
on,
20%. The same that the melee stat was. But in
Hoyle.
PvE, if you have 150 points
With
within
Storm's
your
Keep
grenade
as
stat,
well.
yeah,
you get
Storm's
32.3%
Keep, Hoyle, Touch of
more
Thunder.
damage. At 200 points in
Yep.
the stat, you get 65
Running arc without knockout. Holy
The
shit.
amount of times that there has been
But
a
if you
busted, like,
run Skull
fusion
Fort
nade
and
or
and
storm
pre-
Yeah, I guess you don't really
then
need
you-
knockout.
absolutely
Then you don't
absurd,
exactly.
And I think this is going to be broken almost immediately. I'm
Yeah.
very interested to keep
Yeah.
my eyes on this stat in particular. But let's move on to the fourth
Right,
stat.
this
which
one
is the
Dado didn't
super
show the
stat.
fucking numbers
So
for.
from 0 to
22%?
100 stat, it increases the amount of
At
super
150?
energy gained from all sources.
Is it gonna be
So 200 's
45%?
probably,
Plus
like,
100 points
30.
in this stat and increases
No, it's gonna
the
be
amount of damage
30
done
or
by the
45%
super.
at
Yes,
200,
in both
right?
PvE and PvE.
45?
So once
No, I think it'll
again,
be
Yeah,
30.
45.
No way.
45% increased super damage at 200 is insane.
No way.
That's goofy.
That's nuts.
That's goofy.
That is so nuts.
Well, that's on well.
Oh yeah, that's fucking weapon damage when you're in your own well. That so.
Dude, it is gonna be 6 warlocks. You're all gonna.
Oh my
start well at the
fuck,
same
dude!
time,
It is
so
just
you
gonna
get
be
super
warlocks.
damage.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is Well of Radiant
You run,
stocks right
like,
here.
Yeah, 200 super, 200 damage. You sit in
Yeah.
the well, so you don't need the help.
And like I
boom.
guess the weapon stat matters way less too then for like well warlocks. Like you're just, like 200 super is way more beneficial because like the weapon stat was what, like 20 or was it 10 or was like 15% or 10% heavy, 20% specials, was it? Or something like that?
10 and 20, I think.
Yeah,
Or 10 and 15. It was 10 and 15.
it was 10-15, yeah.
Gained is
But like
exactly the same as the
45%
last
for
two
200
stats.
is
So when you have 50
ridiculous.
points in the super
And then you
stat,
add
get
like fucking
56% more energy gain from all sources whenever you would gain
what's the fucking
super
warlock
energy
exotic
at
called?
100
The weapon
points.
damage boost in
That's
well?
10,
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then 25 from surges.
25 for fuck. Okay, yeah, well is the new damage super.
I mean, it already has been.
It already has been, but even
Currently
more
the
so
best
now.
damage super.
I
Yeah.
wonder if they just like absolutely juice the health of the bosses in like the raid and shit.
God, I hope not.
I mean, I think that'd be
the
like
same.
objectively
The
bad for the
damage is where it
game
gets
if
really
it
interesting.
wasn't
Yeah.
compensated.
So at 150 points, you get 22.3% more damage via your super.
I would like
in
to see
PvE,
them leave
and
like everything
7.4%
currently in the game as
PvP.
is in that
And at
regard,
200
but then like
points within
yeah,
your
future
super stat,
bosses be
you
really
get
tanky so that we
Yeah.
can really custom.
45% additional PvE.
But I don't want them to like
which is
make it
pretty insane.
retroactively now.
When
We
you look
like
at these stats,
have
it
to
becomes
work
pretty
hard
apparent why
just to
they're
2-phase
implementing things
bosses
like
that
the
we used
dot
to could
swap
1-phase.
modifier.
Yeah.
Because if I can just switch to a different set of armor that has 200 points in the super stat and just do 45% more super damage, and then switch to like a grenade one that is doing insane more amount of grenade damage, like that can get pretty broken pretty fast. So I understand why they're taking this approach. Alrighty, 2 more stats to go. Let's go ahead and talk about the 5th stat, the class stat.
Yeah, how
From
big is
0
the
to 100
overshield?
Points in the stat, it reduces your class ability cooldown and increases the amount of class.
That's something I've
ability
genuinely been
provided by
wondering
sources.
about.
And as you surpass
Wait,
100
what
points in the stat,
overshield?
you gain an
The enhanced
overshield
benefit. You
whenever
gain an
you
overshield when you use your
class
class ability
I'm
above
sure
100
that
stats.
will
Oh my
also be
god,
super
Vesper
annoying in
Radius
Crucible.
sucks.
Anyways, this is pretty much the same.
Okay,
as
40 is
the
not
other-
too big. 40 is not too much health.
I mean,
That-
that's pretty nice though.
It's nice to have, sure, but like that's
on a class ability spam something that you're just like
do you
getting a
think
40
the
health
overshield would
shield
work
every
like
time you
Void
drop it?
Overshield, where if you quickly use 2 class abilities in quick succession, you get an 80 overshield? Or do you think it just refreshes to 40?
I guess it depends, but I'm taking it as every time you cast your class ability, here's a 40 health overshield.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Plus
mean,
40 overshield health.
It's nice, but I don't personally think that on most classes in PvE it's worth stacking this stat above 100.
I would think like
If
this for the Storm's Keep, like have like 200 discipline, 200 class, and like run like the
Maybe.
Royal Song of Flame, spam your
Maybe.
abilities.
I just like the main thing that I'm thinking of is like looking at the enhanced stats or the enhanced perks of all of the other stats. Like I think this is the weakest
Yeah,
of the
true.
enhanced. Oh, and health. I think health's enhanced perk is very weak too. But like if I had to pick between increased damage on my super melee or grenade abilities or increased damage on my weapons or a relatively
Yeah.
speaking small overshield.
True.
When using a class ability, and like if you want this overshield to be somewhat significant, you're going to need to be pretty high into this class stat. Like, I think I know what I'd pick,
Yeah.
but I think like
This is like a Radiant Dance Machine.
yeah, if
situation.
you're on Storm's Keep, like you absolutely want the stat on 100, like for sure. But I don't think
I
it's
don't- yeah,
that
200
worth
is
going
aim.
above 100 for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. All right.
There we go.
ability stats for the cooldown reduction. So at 50 points, your cooldown
If
is
it's
35%
40
faster.
stacking,
At
though, then
100
any
and above,
class
it's
ability
65%
spam build.
faster.
Yeah,
can
then
use
then
it
that's a
during
lot more
mechanics.
Also
decent.
exactly the same at 56 to 190% faster between 50 and then 100 and above points as well. The overshield is very interesting because at 150 points within this stat, your overshield that you gain whenever you use your class ability is about 20 health, and at 200 points into this stat, it's at about 40 health, which is pretty insane.
For PvP,
So,
this is really good.
Might be a very, very powerful thing to use in combination with Bolt Charge, for instance. Kind of an interesting slant to gameplay. And then the final stat is the weapon stat. This stat does a ton.
Yeah, the
So
large
from 0
break
to
chance
100
is
points in
nuts.
The weapon stat, it increases your weapon reload speed and handling speed, and increases weapon damage against minor. and
This
major
is
combatants.
such a
Then,
stacked
when you have
stat.
more than 100 points in this stat, it increases the chance that ammo bricks will give you.
Yo, they're bringing back
additional ammo
gunplay.
and increases weapon damage against bosses and guardians in Crucible. Which, once again, I'm
This
sure
is how
will not
they're
be
addressing
controversial
ability
at all.
spam.
It's important to note, though,
guess.
that
They just have to either focus on like one or two abilities, or just do other shit.
Get above 100 and all the way up to 200 points in the weapon stat. You have to like very deliberately.
I mean, that large ammo brick chance could be so valuable for certain encounters. Like, if you don't have a lot of enemies to kill,
So, at
like,
50 points, you get
holy
5%
fucking shit. Okay. So yeah, the additional ammo
Whoa.
chance scales linearly. Okay, everything here scales linearly. That's good. So yeah, my main thing is that weapon stat. I'm assuming that whenever you generate a brick, that it works the same as scavenger mods, that the amount of ammo that a brick will give is generated when it drops based on your current scavenger mods instead of when you pick it up. Which would mean that, like, you can't just be on a, like, 200 weapon loadout when you're picking up all your bricks after a damage phase and just get, like, a bunch of extra ammo from it. Like, you'll have to be at 200 weapon stat when the brick is generated if you want, like, that 100% additional
Yeah.
ammo chance.
I would assume so. Yeah.
But for some builds, like, that might be worth it. I'm honestly looking at the numbers, like, obviously 10% heavy boss damage is a lot. 15% primary special boss damage is a lot. Like, that's a free Vorpal weapon, right? That's literally free Vorpal on all of your weapons. The exact numbers too, because it's 10% on heavies, and I guess primaries would be 20 for Vorpal, but I mean, you're not gonna primary a boss unless you're using like Outbreak. But like that is significant. But I wonder how significant it is over kind of. I wonder if it's worth during a damage phase to kind of split your stat points between the things you're using during that phase. So instead of going all in on weapons, would it be a better total damage increase if, like, you tossed a couple grenades during damage and you use your super if you went, like, 150 on all three of them, right? Would that be a better total damage increase? Because with how, like, rotation focused and ability focused some damage phases have become, especially if you have, like, a Song of Flame Warlock in your team, like, you're using your grenades and you're probably going to get a second super off, is it really going to be worth it to have, like, 200 in weapons? But 200 in weapons during just regular ad clearing, getting that, like, you probably don't need 200 because, you know, it's a 50% chance even at 150. So, like, having at least a couple of points above 100 is probably going to be worth to have always. Obviously, like, the reload and handling speed is, like, I don't think you can pass that up. I think just a 10% reload speed and handling speed on all of your guns permanently is not something you'd want to pass up, even during just, like, general gunplay. But, I don't know. Yeah, you're gonna have to fucking make some trade-offs. Which is good, because it gets me thinking. But man, it means I have to fucking think. I've been dumbed down over the last, like, 3 years, where every fucking damage phase loadout is just 3 surges and 3 time dilations. And like we haven't had to fucking think about stat spread or anything like that for fucking years. So this is a game changer.
To be honest, in the time that I've played PvE, I've never had to.
Yeah.
So this is fun for me.
Yeah, this is fun.
Really
It's good.
Because I did not play PvE when the build crafting complexity to it.
Yeah. Now all we need is some, like, more complex armor mods, man. That's all we need.
Yep. I think we'll get that.
We haven't seen any new mods yet so far, really.
And you do 7.5% additional
oh, did you say armor mods?
Mods, yeah.
At 100
oh, I thought you said artifact mods.
Oh, I mean that too, but we need.
I think the artifact will be good for sure.
Hopefully.
They said strand stasis solar. I like that.
Yeah.
You still gain those 10 and 15% increases from the last time. But
yo, I wouldn't be surprised if we get something like the Time Lost Vengeance artifact mod for the Rite of the 9 weapons.
3% additional damage against guardians using primary and special weapons, whereas your heavy weapons will do around 5% and 3% more damage to bosses and guardians respectively. And then if you increase that all the way up to 200 points, you
Everything
now
doubles.
have a 100% chance to gain additional ammo from ammo bricks, which is incredible. That's like massive. You do 15%.
Yeah, I wonder how much extra ammo it is. Like, is it essentially just a free finder mod? Or free scavenger mod? Are scavenger mods gone? Maybe?
And then your heavy weapons will deal 10 and 6%.
I don't know, but extra ammo is extra ammo.
Yeah, it's almost always going to be worth it.
So obviously a lot of huge things going on with that stat. Like, looking at these, I don't know what my favorite is going to be. I'm probably going to have builds on all
or almost kill himself
into all 6 of these stats, because I can think of, like, times in the game where all of these could be very important, which is very cool, because currently you just spec into resilience and you call it a day. So
yeah,
very excited to have all of these cool nuances. Now we can talk about armor archetypes. So stat distributions are
hopefully like shows all the archetypes that we know of.
Whenever an armor piece drops, it can be one of a number of archetypes. It looks like currently in the game there are going to be 6 archetypes to start.
Okay.
And all this means is whenever an archetype,
I guess one archetype for each main stat, right?
That's the primary stat, where most of your stat points for that role are going to go. And then you're going to have a secondary stat where, you know, the next amount of points go. Those are always set. And I have a couple examples of those coming up for you. And then the third stat's just random. Of any of the 4 remaining stats, you will get a small boost to a third stat. Usually this breaks down to, like, your primary stat gets around like 30 points, your secondary stat gets around 20, and then your third random stat gets somewhere around 10. And obviously that fluctuates depending on the tier of the armor and a couple other RNG elements as well. So for instance, the gunner archetype gives you a ton of stat points towards the weapon stat.
Oh, it's weapons then grenade second. Ooh, that's good.
Random third stat was healthier.
That's really
reality,
good.
I think it can just be like any of the 4 remaining stats.
That's really good.
The gunner or the weapon stat. The brawler archetype gives you mostly
melee and health. That kind of sucks. That sucks for melee builds.
Specialist gives you mostly class stat points with some weapons.
That sucks
points.
too.
Paragon gives you mostly super with
that's
melee
decent.
as a secondary stat. So you can see, like, there's a ton of these. But every combination is not possible as of yet, and I believe the intention is to add more archetypes to Destiny over time. But there are going to be, like, very specific combinations of perks that you can target, and the customization is going to come from you, like, mixing and mashing different archetype pieces of armor, or, like, really speccing into, like, using all gunner archetypes to get a ton of weapon stat and a bunch of, like, grenade stats as well. So it's more deterministic, but also it requires you to, like, grind a ton, and there's a lot of mix and matching. So it's, like, more simple, but also more complex all at the same time. And it's something I'm really excited about. Now, we also have set bonuses coming. I believe there are 8 total sets that have set bonuses with the Edge of Fate. These, you know, drop from all sorts of different activities.
We see all 8 of them?
We got to see 4 of them.
Okay.
Each of these offer both a 2-set armor bonus and a 4-set armor bonus.
I mean, I guess probably like the raid ones and all that they didn't show. Yeah.
This armor, you unlock the second one. And this is really cool because it allows you to...
I wonder if the raid set bonus is going to be a raid-specific one, or if it's going to be a lot more generalized.
So for instance, the text set, armor set, was one that we got to see. For 2 pieces, you
I hope it's like really strong.
Yeah, I hope it's not like raid-specific.
Vehicles and constructs. And on
I
4
think it'll be
pieces of
in
this armor,
general.
you gain concussive rounds. We're defeating powerful combatants or breaking...
They're still gonna have raid mods, I bet.
I would.
So those will be raid specific, and then I feel like
exactly.
the perk will
Well,
be,
I wonder if we are
games.
gonna have raid mods, because like look at the mod sockets. Like, I know that there's
we will.
I know that there's an internal limit on how many things they can stuff on one piece of gear. And so I don't know if like they've been able to increase that limit with this new system, but it's the reason why raid armor isn't Artifice ever, because raid mods and Artifice both take up that last like memory slot for the gear piece, so they can't have both of those at the same time.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if we're still gonna have raid mods. If we're not gonna have raid mods, I would expect the 2 and 4 piece bonuses to be raid specific. So like that those are like the
sorry.
That those are like the new raid mods. It's just like the armor or set bonuses. But I hope that they're general bonuses.
Will be general.
I hope so. I hope so.
Even if they don't have a new like, even if they can't fit the raid mod slot, they could just incorporate them into the regular armor mod slots.
We go back to the days of D1,
shields with kinetic damage,
where armor from raids actually had stuff regarding that entire enemy faction.
Pretty interesting bonuses there. The next one we got to see are the Aeon renewal pieces.
This one
of
is
armor.
still like
with 2 pieces, you get Force Converter. After a final blow with any rocket or grenade launcher, sprint for a short time to gain a speed booster. And then at 4 pieces, you gain Reactive Booster. Once per activation of Force Converter, or the other perk, sprinting while at critical health being suspended or being slowed by...
They give Speed Booster like anti-CC. That's,
this armor set's
I think, really cool and like interesting.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it's gonna work.
Which is really interesting.
But I do kind of agree with what Joe's saying. Like, the way they worded it does imply that it has some type of effect on those.
Yeah.
Yo, let me just ask this motherfucker.
I mean, I'm sure he doesn't know either, because I'm sure he didn't test that very specific interaction.
Yeah, I feel like he would have clarified.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, oops. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
I'm seeing if Scarrow responds to me about the...
Yeah, we can keep going until then.
Thing. Well, it's audio overload for me if I have a build.
Oh, you put it in chat. Got it.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
I like the Bushido gear.
It's got a little piano on it.
Wait, what? Where?
It's a chin.
Okay, he doesn't remember, but he says he thinks so.
Okay. He thinks that it does break you out of suspend.
Correct.
That would
But
be
it's a-
that
it's
would
a big
genuinely
maybe.
be kind of
Get
sick
a perk
if
that
true.
allows you to get final blows with freshly drawn or reloaded weapons. Heal you.
That
And the
two-piece
4-piece
bonus is
bow,
pretty
shotgun,
good.
Or sword final blows temporarily reduce incoming damage. Damaging targets with those weapons extends the effect. That sounds like also massive. That's a pretty
Yeah.
big bonus that you can
That
get.
4-piece is like
And the fourth and
situational if you're
final
actually
set we were
using
able to see
those,
was
but
the last discipline set. This gives you 2 bonuses for 2 pieces.
yeah, I think this is
I like
this is
it
the
with
one.
precious
Final blows
scars.
with primary
I
ammo
think this is
weapons
the
grant
set.
Your primary ammo weapons temporarily increased reload speed, which is pretty cool, and then power loader with 4 pieces. We're picking up an orb of power. grants
Then there's
got to
be some other set
or
for,
just
like,
get you closer
DPS.
to your next special ammo.
Surely.
So that's all of the armor changes, and it's a ton of them. I can't wait to dive in and really get my hands on these insane
I mean, it
systems
also it could end
once
up
the
being
Edge of
that
Fate
like
launches.
we don't have
But now
time to
let's
get
switch
everything,
over
and so we have to figure out like, hey, this person and this person can do ammo gen stuff.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
person can do like a shit ton of DPS. This person
Yeah,
can
but the thing is
run
that
speaker sight.
that special ammo meter is personal. I don't think that's gonna, unless there's a mod. Like, I think the reason that they got rid or that we didn't see like ammo scout mods is because there's gonna be so much more like mods and so many more things for ammo generation that if they still allowed you to like share the bricks that drop from your own personal meters with your entire fire team, there would be way too much ammo. Like,
And maybe, but I haven't seen them. I haven't heard anything about like special finishers and.
yeah, I mean,
like
I'm sure
Cenotaph
Special
and
Finisher and
Aeons.
Aeon and all still exist.
Alright, I'm like pit play.
And talk about the tier 5 weapon system. This
Oh,
is
Michael
way
Lithin,
less in
man.
depth. Essentially, the higher tier weapon you get, once again, from doing higher light level and harder difficulty activities, means you'll have extra stuff on them. So, looking at the tooltip in game, tier 1, just the base stats. Tier 2, you gain enhanced perks on your weapon. At tier 3, you gain extra perks in the 3rd and 4th slots, kind of like Adept Weapons today, and everything is enhanced.
Seeing so much
of
shit
all of
enhanced
those
is so
perks.
wild.
And then at tier 4, your mods, your magazines, and barrels become enhanced.
I would
And
love
then
to
at tier
see
5,
them
like,
hover over
literally
weapon mods
everything
if they're
on the
allowed
map,
to.
including the origin trait, are enhanced. You have 3 perks in slot 3 and 4. There's a unique ornament on your gun, which is this beautiful, like, animated blue thing going on here. It's awesome. And there's a kill effect, which could use some work. Admittedly, I gave a lot of feedback on this. I think it's a really awesome idea to have a unique kill effect, but it was kind of disappointing, to be honest. What is really cool is the kill effects, including Sweaty Confetti, get their own slot on the gun now, so they don't use up your mod slot. It's under
That's good.
cool.
That's cool.
but
So you
like
can use
the
sweaty
giant
confetti on
compare
anything
here,
now.
You know, Sweaty
Yeah.
Confetti to the brand new, like, limited edition kill effect. It's pretty lame. So
That doesn't even look like anything.
No, it's the blue
increase,
thing.
like, what happens, because it's kind of hard
What?
to tell anything happens.
It's like the blue glow
Like,
that
what
faintly
'cause
happens.
it's kinda
Oh,
hard to tell
who
anything.
cares?
But the
Yeah.
idea is really cool.
Boo.
That's not anything.
Boo.
So that is all of the
They're
new
trying to
changes
cosmetic
to the tier
cosmeticatize
5
anything.
armor and weapon
Surely they're gonna
systems.
sell that shit in
Obviously,
Eververse.
it's gonna be a lot. I
Oh,
can't wait. Get
100%.
ready to grind. If you have any more questions, I
They're
didn't
gonna like
answer
collab
here.
with
Ask them
fucking
down below, and I'll do my
Batman.
best
It's
to
gonna do a
answer them,
Batman
and have a
smoke on them when they
fantastic
die.
day. See ya.
Okay.
Okay, so at least we learned the numbers. That's good. That's very nice. I want to know if someone like showed off like the fucking mods in each armor slot or like weapon mods and shit. Because I want to know
Yeah.
if there's like some new fucking armor mods or something. I'm assuming there isn't. Is the like the main like annoying thing? I'm assuming there isn't new armor mods. Ugh. Much to consider. Much to consider.
Much to consider. I think they are definitely, everything right now is pointing to kind of a last wish-esque situation in that we are given 4 days so that like we just purposely have to be kind of... I really think that's what they're going
I don't
for.
like that though. Like fuck. Like my main
Low-key, I like that a lot more than how SE was.
I mean, the problems that I have with them doing races this quickly after launch is there's going to be so much information out there, and some people out there will have the time or the network to find all of it. And some people will not have that time. Some people will just have to like deal with the amount of time that they have, try and gather as much info from like videos from people like Ages as possible, and then like vibe it. But it's gonna be so easy for teams now to find like a new piece of information and just kind of keep it to themselves. If like a certain thing is very, very good, I explicitly remember that like Div Thunderlord for Root of Nightmares was being kept incredibly under wraps by a lot of people, that like that was bugged and that Thunderlord was doing way, way more damage than intended. That was very much being kept under wraps by people. And I'm just like worried that there's going to be a lot of people who do have the time to test a lot of these things, or people who were flown out to Bungie and like they've actually seen a lot of it in action and might have a lot of notes of stuff that they either aren't sharing or weren't allowed to share, because like we already know like they saw some stuff that they were not allowed to share, right? So I'm just the reason why I hate it is because at least if it's 2 weeks, it allows everyone to catch up with all of that information, and it evens the playing field a little bit. I don't think it's an even playing field if it's such a like if it's a race so shortly after launch.
I don't think the information that they've been shown that they're not allowed to is going to be anything other than like shit we will see upon launch.
Yeah,
like,
shit that we will see upon launch. Shit that they will have multiple weeks to think about.
Huh?
Like,
I just don't like think about, sure, but like I don't know if it's gonna provide much of an advantage at all. Like I don't think
I
it's
sure don't
that
think
kind
any of them have
information.
seen the raid.
oh no, of course not that. No. I just think like I don't like people getting to test exotics and stuff early and like maybe figure out some of the intricacies of them before anyone else gets to. I just think I just dislike the idea of it.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like we see through videos and then we get to play the game just the same. And like, I don't know, I'm gonna like have taken like scheduled time off and like be prepared to like fucking grind. So I don't know. Like,
yeah.
If anything, it's like to my advantage if like grinding is rewarded.
Anywho, are there any other like big videos that?
There was one, another scare one where he like answers all the put out like a Q&A on Twitter. I don't think I want to react to any more live.
Yeah,
like,
neither.
I'm kind of fatigued.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably watch that.
Y'all still streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are still streaming.
God.
I'm streaming to one fucking viewer because I suck, but you know how it is. I'm trying to just stream more as a start. Like I think I've gone live like 3 times in the past week, which
I'm about to do 5 days of streams in a row.
Well, you're like a professional.
No, I wouldn't say that, but
okay, but you do it regularly in your.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. But
you have like viewers and shit. Like you have like a Discord server where people are like, "Oh, gee, Rose is."
Yeah. I do have that.
Like that's cool. That's cool. You got like a fan base.
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I have to stream all of Deltarune, and then I'm getting my Switch 2 the day after. So I have a lot of streams to do over the next couple days. Which, to be fair, I haven't consistently streamed in a hot minute. I've been doing a bunch of other stuff, like working with other VTubers on their stuff, and like being more of a like background music producer. Wait, how the fuck? Oh. So fun fact about Prophecy in Eternity mode. At least I think this is Eternity mode. No, this is not Eternity. This is Explorer, I think. Oh no, this is not even. This is neither. If you place a rally up, get your Thunder Crash, wipe, then place the rally right as the encounter starts, so the rally's consistent. A tractor cannon, a Thunder Crash, then rally, and then another Thunder Crash will kill with Cuirass and with Limit Break active.
That's so goofy.
Yeah. That's funny. Dude, Phalanx Echo has no fucking health, man. The fucking they nerfed Onion Burt tweet. That's funny as fuck.
He ain't even gonna see that shit.
Oh, what are Raffle Waffles' video is gonna be like? The dude who only joined this community.
I'm so curious. He was talking about it on a stream. Like,
is he gonna know like anything?
He was very worried that he was going to say like describe some things as if they're new, and they're
yeah. To be fair, that probably would happen.
I'm expecting it to happen.
Yeah,
I think it'll be very funny.
Oh, it'll be very funny. I don't think anyone will be mad at him.
Yeah.
I just find it funny. Like, dude literally entered the community like no less than 6 months ago. Not even. He entered the community like this episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was like 2 weeks before Sunday.
Yeah, it's like 3 months ago.
And the last activity that he had ran, before he came back,
Scourge, yeah,
was Day 1 Scourge and Niobe Labs.
Yeah.
Which he cleared.
Yeah. Okay, the one thing that kind of like doesn't make sense to me, I know the game changed a lot between like, you know, Season of the Forge and now, but it really felt like he didn't know anything, and I'm like...
No, I mean, well, some people like... You know, you move on and then you purge.
Yeah, I guess. I guess, like, purged it from memory, sure.
But, like, okay, this is what I'm wondering. I feel like this can't possibly be... Like, he has to have purged pretty intensely, because last night I was watching him do Pit of Heresy, solo flawless. Or not solo flawless, but just solo for the first time, like, blind.
Yeah.
Figuring out Pit of Heresy in there by himself. Bro was using Lord of Wolves on Zulmak.
Okay,
and
good.
Then he was like, chat, you guys are lying to me, this gun sucks. Because he was using it at Fusion and missing. And then he just, so he like hides his chat, spoils it, and he was looking through the exotic menu.
You're cutting out so much, Joe.
Okay, yeah. You were too. You were. He was looking at exotics, and it seemed like he thought that an exotic weapon means it's good, and he was using fucking Trinity Ghoul and Dead Man.
Okay.
Like he was like trying to DPS with Trinity, and then he was trying to DPS, and he was aiming Dead Messenger at the center map.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was just like,
okay,
buddy. Come on.
Oh, wait.
What?
Raffle Waffles has a video on the artifact in the Edge of Fate.
Oh, we're watching it.
No shot.
He has the full artifact.
I would like to stop streaming.
Sure.
So
are you
just a second to wind down?
Yeah. Are you okay if I still keep mine up, or would you want me to stop?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, dude. Okay, Raffle, my goat. Okay, never mind. I was not familiar with your game.
Let's go, dude.
Nobody's watching, so I'm not gonna raid or say goodbye. It's gone.
Artifact.
And it does say that already from looking at it, the next major update, Artifact, expands in 122 days. Which, like, obviously right now, 122 days, that would be from the launch of Ash and Iron, which is, like, the first major update, right? That's 122 days from, I'm assuming, whenever they were at Bungie. And that looks to be two extra rows. So the 2 extra rows that we've been getting in an episode, I guess the nice thing now is, like, the Artifact is going to stick around for a little bit longer. Like,
He has the full first story mission.
He has the full first story mission?
Bro, he has
like,
so many
think the
videos.
embargo meant everything, and everybody else knew that it was like a process or some shit.
No, all
Maybe.
of the videos that have been posted have been vetted by Bungie.
Yeah, they have all been vetted. Yeah, he has the full first story
so
mission.
Maybe they allow different ones to release, like, have
different things,
content.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they wouldn't
That's
give
good.
Artifact to someone like Dado, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird. Hold on, let me
Or
go back
Aegis.
to... Or Aegis, yeah.
Did they just go?
I don't
No.
think he did, no. Alright, send it.
Hi guys, Mr. Waffles here.
Hi, guys.
Today we'll be walking through the entire
Hi, guys.
seasonal artifact for the
Overload
season
shotgun
of
is weird.
Reclamation. also
Overload
known
shotgun
as
is
the
weird.
season
Oh.
during the Edge of Fate.
Alright, yeah,
Season-
wait, can you go back?
Season of Reclamation, he said.
Season of Reclamation makes sense.
Alright.
So it's Barrier,
So-
Pulse, and
What's that?
Scout.
Barrier Pulse Scout,
Oh.
Unstop Hand Cannon Sidearm,
Unstop
Unstop
Sniper. And then Overload Shotgun, Overload SMG Auto. That's a pretty
not a-
solid artifact.
I like
I'm
that.
not a fan of the barrier options.
I think Pulse and Scout
getting
Barrier is
new
fine because
Scout
Radiant
and
is so
Pulse.
easy to get.
Yeah, that's true. But Joe, we're getting the new, like, weird pulse.
Yeah, the special scouts.
Yeah,
Or special
true,
or the
true,
special
true.
Pulse, yeah.
The season of Reclamation, also known as the season during the
Oh,
Edge
Frost
of
Armor
Fate.
with OU. This man's British.
22. We'll start by reading through all of the
Lord
artifact
Sophie.
perks, and I'll then show you some synergies across the different
Oh,
perks,
he
so
made a
you can see
spreadsheet. My
how
goat.
well for which
My goat. Is this in the
Alright,
description?
ones you might
Is this
want
in the
to
description?
enable to
Wait,
create
just
some
fucking
crazy
pause.
builds. And while
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Bro, get that mouse out of the way.
It's fine, we can read everything. So, Flame Fiber and Freeze combines the Solar Strand and Solar Stasis Siphon mods into one. That's okay, we've had something like that
Love
before,
those.
that's fine. All Scavenger mods are discounted, sure, fine. While Frost Armor is active, Stasis weapons gain increased reload speed and stability. Isn't that like the perk from last episode? I think it is. While
I don't
Woven
know, I
Mail is
think it's
active,
different,
gain
but
increased
close.
super and grenade stats. That's not bad. Rapid precision hits or rapid final blows with scout rifles grants them increased reload and reduced incoming flinch. That's fine. Rapid precision
PvP
hits
perk.
with solar weapons grand radiant. Oh, so Lord of Wolves gets radiant. Cool. Rapid precision hits with stasis weapons grants frost armor. That's not terrible either, to be fair. Just like free frost armor just from precision hits with a stasis weapon.
I like both of those.
But like rapid precision hits with solar weapons grant radiant. Okay, so yeah, so literally
What-
every single solar weapon is an anti-barrier weapon in this season.
Yeah.
This is stupid and not practical, but I wonder if you could just, like, rail headshots with like conditional finality and like a billion reload perks and just like get both of them.
True.
Yeah, maybe.
It would just be like really funny. Like that's never the way you'd want to do it.
No, that's
but it would
dog
just
shit.
be fun.
No, that could be your Song of Flame.
Maybe. Granting allies any elemental buff gives class ability energy. That's not terrible. Wait, does Bolt Charge count as granting allies an elemental buff?
Hey.
for which
I'm
one
trying to
you-
get there. Okay.
Oh,
does
yeah.
does Bolt Charge count as an elemental buff you grant to allies with Storm's Keep?
Yes.
But would each stack individually count? Because if that's the case, then that's
Possibly.
fucking barricade spam right there. While
Wait,
you have
where is
Frost
that?
Armor, the Elemental Benevolence,
Benevolence.
3-2.
Oh.
Yeah.
And amplified from Hunter.
Yeah,
Yes.
from Ascension. Yeah,
Ascension.
yeah.
That'll help with the threaded specter problem
Yeah.
of it, like reducing cool. I mean, increasing.
And
I
Gifted
feel
Conviction.
Like this plus that build, absolutely, it's worth it to have one person spamming threaded specters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to just like plan on doing that.
Okay, while you have Frost Armor
The
taking
trickster.
critical damage, releases a burst that freezes nearby combatants and grants Frost Armor to you and nearby allies. That's a mod from Revenant. Rapid non-sidearm final blows grant sidearms a period of increased damage for short time until upon next draw. Does that work for rocket sidearms? Because if so, that's
I
not
bet.
terrible.
I wonder how that would work on Forerunner.
Probably pretty
Yeah.
decently.
Yeah, that's probably like the best. Or the fucking what's that bullshit? The Strand one?
And one?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Final Warning?
Final Warning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
that thing is like
That's got-
insane primary DPS.
Yeah, it's got a
so
massive burst of damage on it.
that could push it up.
Yeah, refresh threads. Picking up an elemental pickup matching your subclass element or a tangle while you have a strand super grants energy to your least charge ability. That's like fine. That's just like neutral game stuff.
Yeah.
Destroying a tangle with strand damage increases the radius of its explosion and its damage.
That's
I
existed
love
before.
that mod so much. I love that mod so fucking much. That's from Season of Defiance
Yeah,
when
that's
Strand
a
first
goat.
came out. That's a goated mod. Cauterize
Strand is
Darkness.
so up.
Stasis or Strand debuffed non-boss combatants take increased solar damage from all sources. Okay.
Okay.
It's non-boss combatants, so like, but sure. Stunning
Well,
a
no, I
champion.
mean threaded spike and then just fucking.
Unlike champions, it'll be nice,
mix it
yeah.
with those new exotics.
Yeah. Stunning a champion with an elemental weapon creates an elementally aligned explosion, applying a matching element debuff to them and nearby targets. Please tell me Void is weaken and not volatile or suppress. Because that'd be very
Suppress
nice.
is kind of strong.
Suppress is kind of strong, but on champions, like, they're already stunned, so what does suppress really do? I mean, I guess
that
the
could be, like,
explosion will
some
suppress
annoying-
enemies around it, yeah.
Yeah, like the ads could like throw grenades that are annoying or some shit.
It's probably Jolt for Arc. It's probably, like, Unraveled for Strand. Or Severed, maybe. Shoulder to shoulder, dealing sustained precision damage against combatants while near 2 or more allies grants you damage resistance. That's really good.
Oh,
That's
surely
really
they
good.
fix Facet of Solitude so you compare those.
Yeah. Defeating targets has the chance to create an elemental pickup matching your equipped super element. That's, like, fine. That's neutral game stuff. That works really nicely with refresh threads in the last column. And then last column, Radiant Shrapnel. Dealing sustained weapon damage while radiant or defeating a scorched combatant with a weapon causes the target to release solar projectiles that deal damage and... Okay, Lord of Wolfstalks.
You cut out so much, but I know exactly what you said.
Yeah, Lord of Wolfstalks. That mod. That's just it. Joe, you're server owner. Can you change the fucking region of the VC?
Change the what?
Can you change the region of the VC?
Yes. To me, not to you.
No,
It's
it
gonna
is.
kick us-
It's in Atlanta currently, but
I'm putting it on US East. Give me a
okay,
second.
sure.
Testing.
Yep, we're back.
Okay.
Let me like quickly change one thing in my. There we go. Okay, Shield Crush. While you have Woven Mill, Frost Armor, or Void Over Shield, your melee recharges faster. Oh, this is from last season as well. Melee recharges faster, deals increased damage. While you are Amplified or Radiant, your grenade recharges faster and deals increased damage. That, like, increased grenade damage while Radiant, Song of Flame stocks. That's really good.
And amplified for Touch of Thunder.
Amplified for Touch of Thunder, yeah. Picking up an elemental pickup or tangle grants increased damage to weapons of the same element. Wonder if that stacks with surges, because that could be pretty good. Creating a tangle by defeating a strand debuff target suspends nearby combatants. Sure. While Frost
The
Armor
hunter
is...
thing will be even better.
Yeah.
More exotic.
Yeah, while Frost Armor is active, Stasis Precision Final Blows cause combatants to release a freezing burst.
Okay, look. Joe.
Yeah?
Joe. Okay, look at this. Fever and Chill, right? Rapid precision hits with stasis give you frost armor.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, Judgment is the 140 stasis hand cannon that gets like Rhyme Stealer and some shit. I don't know what. But you could pair that Fever and Chill with Frigid Glare and turn it into like frost armor generating Augur Scepter as a hand cannon.
Yeah.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, that's... The stasis synergies in this are really interesting. I think though, like for most, unless you're on like stasis or strand, I think like the last column currently, pretty consistently for almost all builds, is going to be Radiant Shrapnel and Shield Crushed.
Elemental Coalescence and Elemental Overdrive in 4th and 5th, respectively. That's going to have some good synergy.
That's going to have pretty good synergy too, yeah.
Elemental
okay, no, the thing is,
and...
though, that Elemental Overdrive has been around, and it never stacks with other empowering buffs.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's not the first time that's been around, and it hasn't stacked with stuff like Well. So...
I mean, it'd be cool if they changed it.
It'd be cool if they changed
everything
it, yeah.
to stack that's unique, but in the past that has been irrelevant, because if you have Radiant or whatever else, then it's not doing anything.
Which is why, like, I think, like, Radiant Shrapnel and Shield Crush is, like... For most builds, unless you're speccing into, like, Frost Armor or, like, those Tangles, I think, like, it's pretty consistently those top two in the last column.
I mean, with Shoulder to Shoulder and Radiant Shrapnel, it has me thinking about fucking machine guns.
Yeah. I mean, Lord of Wolves, though. Like, Shoulder to Shoulder, sustained precision damage against combatants. Like, combine that with Radiant Shrapnel, combine that with Fever and Chill.
You're gonna be in a well probably anyway.
Yeah, I feel like there's massive Lord of Wolves stocks in this artifact.
Damn. Yeah.
And then there's Overload Shotgun too, so like you can fucking overload. I mean, I know because Lord of Wolves applies Scorch, so they're probably gonna see that as a you can ignite with this weapon, so we're not gonna give it Overload because it can technically unstop. But maybe. Otherwise, like, yeah, I don't know. This seems... Oh, and also, hey, Diviner's Discount at least proves that despite the increased ammo bricks of the weapon stat, scavenger mods are not going away. They're still there. So that's good. Okay, well, I guess we can listen to what fucking Raffle has to say on this shit.
Want to enable to create some crazy builds. And while some of these are things that you might have seen similar things to before, I'm going to read them in their entirety anyway, just to make sure that we're being comprehensive for the video. So, in column 1, we have...
Whoa, go back.
Scout and Pulse, your equip...
Go back to, like, just... Okay, yeah, right there. No! Boo!
What?
Boo!
What?
So, the more new gear that you have equipped, the more extra damage resistance and weapon damage you deal.
That's in that game mode.
What?
That's in that playlist.
Yeah,
is that just in that? Is that just in the new gear playlist, or is that game wide?
That is a modifier that you can attach, I believe.
No, there's a modifier that restricts you to new gear only.
Yes, that's...
Yeah, sure, but, like... That doesn't look like that's only active when that modifier is active. That just looks...
That's exactly what it is, and they're hovering over a buff that's on their, like...
No, they're just hovering over their artifact. He's just hovering over the artifact. I think this is just a...
That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, like I
thought it was like one of those things that are listed like next to your weapons.
No, I think this is just how it is. I think that... okay, to be fair, you're probably going to be on at least 4 new gear no matter what, because your armor is all going to be new gear, apart from your exotic, right? So, like, you're going to be at 4 out of 5 on this, or, like, in the day 1 raid, we're probably going to be at 4 out of 5 on this no matter what.
Well, they said that they selected certain exotics that will be included.
Yeah, certain exotics will be included, too, probably, like, more recent ones.
But I feel like it'll just be like a seasonal thing, like the ones that they want us to be using at this time.
Yeah, maybe. But like, okay, so I mean, at least considering the fact that all of the new Edge of Fate armor is going to be considered new gear, like that's I guess not too bad for this race specifically, but I don't like the idea of that. But sure. I spotted that and I was like, fucking pause, hold up. Yeah.
Column 1, we have Anti-Barrier Scout and Pulse, your equipped scout rifles and pulse.
I mean, I guess we can skip to the
piercing
section where he
rounds
finishes reading, right?
Barrier champions.
Because we've read all of them.
Short time loads a power.
Is that not the whole video?
No. He like talks about synergies and stuff at some point. Yeah,
There's
yeah,
timestamps.
You guys go to 835. Or no, go to 650. I want to hear about those new gear bonuses. Maybe he got a bit more information that wasn't in the just on the tooltip.
Release a freezing burst. Now, before we talk synergies, it's also important to recognize that with the artifact now, we also have new gear bonuses, and these new gear bonuses can change. Now, I believe that's down to what you've actually got in the slot, but I'm actually not 100% sure on this particular point. But I'm going to show you 2 examples of the bonuses that I've had. So when all 5 of your armor slots are filled with armor that is new gear from the Season of Reclamation, you will gain a 7.8% damage resistance buff just for free, just by virtue of having picked each of your armor items from the new gear. However, you're unlikely to be doing that because you're probably going to be using an exotic from a previous season, and so you would usually have a smaller damage resistance buff than the maximum, which I think is 7.8%. There's also buffs to weapons, and I think I understand how these work because the buffs are variable. So just hear me out here. As you can see in this shot, I've got 3 pieces of new gear equipped. And so for all of those, I'm getting a new gear buff in slot. So my kinetic slot, energy slot, and power slot are all getting that flat 6% buff. However, I think if you equip a new gear exotic to one of your weapon slots, that slot will then get a 15% boost instead of a 6% boost. So in this clip, I've got one of the new exotics in my energy slot, and my energy slot buff is then 15%.
What the fuck?
I don't like that.
This is related to artifact level. I think it's just based on being exotic, but I could be mistaken about this, so I apologize if I'm
So
wrong.
heavies
but
and
this is
specials
what
get
I've sort of
6
gathered
and
so
primaries
far.
get
I'd
15.
now like to draw your
No,
attention
I think
to
it's
the
exotics get
spreadsheet that I
15.
created. Yay!
I
We have
thought-
spreadsheets.
Wait,
thought
look
that
at that
exotic
fucking
was a
shit on
heavy.
the
Oh, he
Look
still has
behind
the
him on the
fucking
us, them.
No.
Must be show of muscle.
Right? Just me? Okay. I'll be excited about it, and you guys
No.
can reap the benefits. How about that?
He's such a little guy.
Okay, now share the spreadsheet, my guy. Give the link.
He probably did.
No, he didn't. It's not in the description.
Oh. I mean, I feel like he's just gonna.
Yeah, he's just gonna talk about the synergies that we already talked about, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like.
I mean, hey,
I need to watch
it's
it.
good to see this, though. That's an
Yeah.
interesting artifact. I'm glad that we're seeing that this early.
Do y'all want to watch the story mission or not?
I would be down. Be down to
I
take
think
a
I'm
peek.
not gonna watch that.
Okay. Yeah.
I might be on in a bit, trying to farm prophecy weapons.
Actually,
I
that's
need to
a-
hop
that's
off in
a-
a little bit and go back to work.
Yeah, that's a 35-minute video. I'll watch the shit later.
Oh yeah, I'll watch that on my own time then. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to go.
I didn't realize that was 35 minutes. All right. In that case, good shit today, y'all. Sorry about me being fucking late because of PC issues.
Oh, you're fine.
Hey, I'd say honestly, Rite of the 9, we did pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the raid.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will talk to y'all probably way later this week because I'm about to go into a super fucking busy week right after today. But I'll try my best to watch some of the other videos in my own time and try and keep up with conversation about build crafting and everything. Because there's a lot of info that we're gonna need to look at.
Alright.
Alright, anyway, y'all have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye. Alright, chat. I'm gonna say goodbye to y'all too. Deltarune tomorrow. Holy shit, dude, finally. I am very excited. We're gonna be playing through, hopefully the entirety of Chapter 3 tomorrow, but at least as much of Chapter 3 as possible. Obviously, I don't know how long these chapters are, and I would like to like really take them in, really like find everything, or like find as much as I can. I will let myself get distracted by side quests and other like side things. But yeah, I hope to see you all tomorrow. If you're playing it yourself, I hope that you have fun. And yeah, I hope that the rest of your day is splendid. So I will talk to you all again very, very soon tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye. Take care, y'all. Wow. Me when I mute my music instead of my mic. Oops.